All right, y'all. It is y'all's favorite three. Okay. Now, before we get into all of our track and field antics, I want to take a moment to put out something that I put together because, as always, let me find it. As always, my phone went off. This time, it was probably one of the I'd say the worst times that it went off in the information that I got. So I'm going to respectfully, with permission of the family, I'm going to play this video, and then after that, we will get into it. So, if Saturday before the first round, he found out his father died. It was crazy because when they sent it to me, they was like, he had just watched your show. He was ready to watch it today. So when they asked me to do this, I was like, wow. Okay, so rest in peace to Big Lou, Death and Allen's father. We will take a moment of silence, gather ourselves, and go from there. Okay, so, and that is why we do the show, because it's not about just talking track and field. It's about connecting to these people in their life, to where we're making an impact through track and field. So that's major for all of us, all of y'all in the comments, you too, everybody in track and field. Like, what we're doing is a good thing. And that's the way I took that, the way I looked at it. And I made sure that, you know, it was okay from the family, because I didn't even know. Like, I found out, you know, and I wanted to make sure. I was like, hey, are y'all sure, you know? And, you know, his sister and everybody was like, yes, we have no problem with that. And everything will come out in the media tomorrow. So I'm honored that I was allowed to even be able to do that. Y'all know I'm a Devin Allen fan. Y'all know every time you run, I say it. Every time you run, I say it. Superman, I say it. My hero, Devin Allen, my hero. He do both sports, football and track. So, you know, that one actually bothered me a little bit, because, you know, I had a chance to meet Devin. You know, Colin, you was there in Puerto Rico. I had a chance to actually meet him in person, and the dude is like, it's weird, because you see these athletes on TV and they're doing amazing stuff, like what he does and what his antics and stuff. But then when you meet them in person, it's like they're the same, you know, like, so you could tell from when I met him that his father was a great man, and I'm pretty sure he will be missed.
Yeah. That he's an awesome dude. I mean, I've had limited interactions with him. I mean, you know, more than, you know, some fans have, less than, you know, many other people have. But from everything every interaction I've had with Devin Allen has been positive. Like, he's just been such an amazing person, and he's always, you know, dedicated how, you know, he wouldn't be here without his family and everything like that. He's, you know, a people person, a family man. And I know how difficult it can be, you know, trying to compete after a loss. Like, I mean, there was a similar situation with me in college, and I know how mentally you're not there. When something happens like that, and then you're asked to compete at a high level, you know, you're not there. And to be able to get out there, compete, I'm sure the rest of this season, the rest of his life, the rest of his career will be dedicated to his father. It just shows the strength that young man has to be able to, you know, go through some type of news like that and, you know, still do your job. So very, very, very impressive from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, God bless the entire Allen family. He is now running for something bigger.
Uh-huh.
Everything he does now is going to be dedicated to the man that supported everything that he's done. And you know, hug your loved ones, man. Kiss your loved ones, because you never know when it's time for them to go home, man. So much love and respect to the Allen family, man. Rest in peace, Big Lou, man. I think I speak for everybody when I say this show is for you, man.
100%. 100%. Now, with that being said, let's get into the show. All right? Do what Big Lou would have wanted us to do, which is get to talking about track and field. Now, Coach, did you cut your hair for a reason? Because you look like you ain't got no hair today. It look like you ain't got no hair because you just feel like you prepared to keep putting stuff on your head, so you don't want no hair to get in the way. It just looked like you came like you just like, you know what? I've been waiting on today. First of all, I'm going to start out with mine before y'all even try and jump down with everything. I was pretty bright in a lot of stuff. Okay. I was pretty right in a lot of stuff. All right. I was pretty right when I said Marvin. I said Trayvon. I said Fred. I called that Fred. I was pretty right when I said that. Okay. I said Leah Hobbs was going to win it. I learned out today that she had to race against Batman, and she probably didn't know it either. So, you know, this is Jefferson's a little off, you know. You know, that's about it, really. I think that's about all, you know, that I can come on the show and say that I was wrong about. You know, outside, you know, and we can talk about the 100, what I thought, what y'all thought, but that's about all, you know. Pretty decent race.
You can go, Coach. I know you guys want to say.
Yo, we only 10 minutes in and Ray's already started. We only 10 minutes in. You almost broke the record for the quickest caps ever. Okay. All right. Oh my. All right. What events are we gonna start with?
We're starting with the 100. Women's 100. Come on with it. Let's talk about it.
Oh,
We can start from the
it.
first round on up. Well, actually, let's start from the semis. Let's start there. Because I know what y'all want to talk about, where I was wrong at. But let's go ahead. Start the semis then.
Okay, look. I'm not about to sit here and pound on Mary Beth. If you understood what she's been through, the fact that she made it there, she's ran 3 to 4 sub 11-second runs, given the fact that she was supposed to be medically retired from the sport.
Gotta give him kudos for that. I'm glad she finally put that out there.
Right. We gotta give her her props, man. Give her her props and give her her love. So,
gotta give her props and give her love, but at the same time, it's a track show. So we gotta talk about the fact that, and Mary Beth know I love her, but we gotta talk about the fact that you fell apart again that last 10 to 15, 20 meters. We gotta talk about that because based on now we can go into the rant of, and I'm gonna take the cap. I'm the one that called and said that she should make top 3. Now, did I think that amount of girls would go 10-8 in PR? No. But did I also think that Mary Beth could go? Yeah, 10 people went 10-8. But I also felt like Mary Beth could also go 10-8. So I feel like, and of course, she watched the show. I've talked to her every time since then. She didn't execute. Simply put, she didn't execute. So I think outside of her, everybody else to me was expected to make it. Like who made it through to the finals? It's like, yeah.
So
you go.
I mean, it's gonna be a little delay. It's gonna be a little delay on mine. I'm in my mother's house right now. As y'all know, I
don't worry about
from North Carolina to New York.
Mm-hmm,
right.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the deal. Her body did exactly what the body was gonna do when you're clean, and you're gonna hit a wall for a second, and then I guarantee the next couple of races she run, she's gonna drop crazy times. I've seen it happen to everyone. Right, I've seen it happen to everyone. So she had a bet. So she went out there. Once again, she was leading for about 70, 75 meters, and the world came and got her. So now her and her coach got to go back and make sure that they fix that part with a lot of speed endurance. Speed endurance or special endurance to make sure that she does not falter at that tail end of her race again. Because let me tell you something, as small as she is and petite as she is, she could apply so much force to the ground. It's scary. At
that size, it is.
At that size. So if she ends up dropping, if she ends up fixing that part, Rap City. I could see her really contending making one of these outdoor teams one of these years. I want her to stick with it. There's way too much left in the tank. I want her to stick with it. Honestly.
I can agree.
Yeah. So if you're looking at the semis, like we saw an unprecedented, I don't have the number. Usually I'm the numbers guy. I'm sorry. There's too many numbers in this case for me to figure it out.
What? Wait a minute. You ain't got what?
I don't have the exact numbers of it, but let me tell you what's going on. This was, as far as I'm concerned, the fastest semi-meter final that we've seen in USA history.
Well, you do the stats, but I can tell you just off of age that you're right.
Like I'm not sure the exact numbers, but it was the fastest we've seen. Like out of the top 11 runners, so actually here out of this, so everyone outside of Tamari Davis in front of Mary Beth set either a season's best or a personal best. So that means every single person that she needed to beat were people that ran their best race of the year or their best race of their life. So that margin for error that was already this small made it that small. You had to be on your A game. And it's like, I made a post on it on Instagram yesterday. Like, you are trying to make a U.S. team. 3 people make it out of thousands that try. And in this case, 8 people make it out of 16. Only half do it. That's a coin flip. And if coin flip is weighted to one side, then you better be on that one side. Because so it's just like, you just got beat. Like, this is one of those things where it's like, damn, I got beat. Like, everyone was on their A game, and I was on my B+ game. And
yeah.
It's just tough here, you know.
Yeah. That's the only way you can look at it. You know. Now, here's my question: is it because, Colin, on that list, and we're gonna talk about all this college stuff later, but on that list, how many college girls was in the finals?
Give me a second. In the
finals.
To the final?
Yeah.
Melissa Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
Clara Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it. Just those 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, they
that was
moved
it.
then. They moved then. Okay. I thought it was more. I thought it might have been more of them in it.
There were more. I think
200. The 200 had more. So who?
4.
Give me that top 8 again. That was in the finals.
So the top 8 was Aaliyah Hobbs, Melissa
Mm-hmm.
Jefferson, Terry, Tamara Clark, Tamari Davis, Clara Barnes, Javion Oliver, and Brittany Brown.
Do y'all feel like that was the best 8 that we had that could have been out there at that time?
After watching the semis?
Yeah.
I do.
No.
Coach, you shaking your head. Why? Who you?
Yeah,
Who
because-
you shaking your head? You don't think that's the best 8 we could have had out there?
No. Because
Interesting.
Miss Clutch wasn't in the finals, and come to find out she was injured. And let's be real. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't offend nobody. Miss Richardson wasn't in the finals either.
Okay, see, I'm gonna make sure people
being
probably don't
petty.
figure it out by now. Now, people probably don't figure it out by now. I only drank for 2 reasons. One, man, that's like a toast. Or the other one, like, boy, I gotta get drunk to listen to this. And I'm definitely not toasting. So I'm trying to figure out how is that even still a factor? Like, how is that a factor? And the reason I'm saying how is it a factor based on what we're gonna talk about next with the 200. How is that a factor when she ain't even that person?
Now, Ray, you have to be nice.
Okay, she ran 10-8 in New York. Okay, but she's still not that person. All right? All right?
Right.
She's still not that person.
Ray, you have to be nice. You gotta be nice. You cannot. You're not allowed to critique track athletes. Remember, these athletes, they're not us. They're kind of sensitive. Gotta be nice. You gotta heap praise upon them. Okay, not the collegiate athletes, because I don't talk about collegiate athletes. I'm talking about the professionals. You have to be nice, Ray. Okay.
I mean,
I'm gonna let you talk before I say anything.
yeah, like if you're talking about going into the meet, if you told me going into the meet that this was who the final is, then I would be like, it's missing some people, because Cambria Sturgis wasn't in it. She was one of the top people going into it. She ran a 10-8. Sha'carri Richardson wasn't in it. She was obviously going into this race a top 5 fastest in the world. Mary Beth is someone I would have thought probably would have been in it too. So, like, there were names that going into the meet, Tiana Daniels, obviously, the person that I picked her to potentially be on the team as well. So going into the meet, I was like,
both y'all did.
If you told me on Wednesday that this is who the team was, or was in the final, I'd be like, whoa. What, somebody false started, something happened. But if you told me this is what the team was going into the semi, like, okay, these are the heat sheets of the semis, and this is who it is, I'd be like, okay, I can see that. So it depends on when you ask me as to when I would say that, if that makes sense.
If they race again, do you get the same 3?
Ooh. Is it just one race?
Well, I mean, like,
or if we do this entire thing next
do
week.
the entire thing next week. Do we get the same three?
With the same 8?
Well, they same. No.
Start the whole meet over.
Start the whole meet over. From the rooter to the tutor, round 1. Do you get the same team?
I don't think so. I don't think there are many events in this event, like in USA's, there aren't many events where you would get the same 3. Like most of them you'd have, I think the 100 and the women's 100 though would be the biggest change, I feel. Because there's so many that are so close.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I told a couple of people, I told a couple of my people, I said after the semifinals, when Melissa Jefferson ran, I said this looked eerily similar to what she did at the NCAA indoor meet. I said she's gonna win this. But I said I can't change my pick. I said she's gonna win this. Lo and behold. So do I think 2 of the 3, you know what? Scratch that. I think all 3 will still make the team.
Same 3?
All 3 will still make the team. Yeah.
If you run this same thing again next weekend, it's gonna be like that one show with me. Like, I gotta agree with you, Coach. If you run the same thing again next weekend, based on everything I saw at the track meet, I think you get the exact same 3 all over again. Because 1 point you got to put into the pot. We did just say every last one of them that was in their finals PR or hit a season best. So
right,
the change up would have to be who's gonna fix what in their race. When you think about the finals, the only change up I can see happening would possibly 1 and 2. Okay. And the only reason why I'm saying that's because I saw where Leah Hobbs made a mistake at. And that mistake costed her against somebody who was mentally tougher, so she couldn't recover. Got to give Melissa Jefferson, I shout out to her and her boyfriend been on the show today. I learned a lot about her. I think that could possibly flip, but it would take Aaliyah having a perfect race. Outside of that, I still think TT Terry gets third. I don't think nobody else can fix nothing else. Because again, you had 10 people PR'd? Well, you ain't got too much you're gonna fix between 9 next week. It's like that's pretty much it. I think that 3 stays the same. Now, this men 100 meter dash.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You okay? Are you okay? Go ahead.
The reason I say it is like, and it's not at a shot like I don't think these ladies are the top 3. It's just the numbers game, in my opinion. That we're playing a game of millimeters. Like the difference in Tiana Daniels making the final and not making the final was 0.01. 0.001.
That's that
1,000th of a second. That's fast.
That's like
and you're saying if we can do that, that's literally just a cool. It's like if you didn't cut your hair would have been long enough. Your fingernails weren't like that's how small of a difference that is. And there's 32 athletes, and all 32 of those athletes from round 1 to this round run it over again, and they get to see the film. Like that, it's going to be the exact same 3. It's just like the chances of that are very low in a race.
I agree with you on it being low now. I agree with you 100% on it being very low. I agree with you.
I will say this.
I think all 3 of these deserve to be on it, but I'm saying just mathematically, it's like if I had to bet money, I'd bet that it would be different just because there's so many different outcomes. But I think these 3 were the best 3 on the weekend, and they deserve to be in.
I'll tell it to you like this. What we need to really, really give some props to, we need to give props to all the athletes that went through some adverse situations in that final. Because I didn't know Javi, I didn't know Oliver went through what she went through. I had no idea because she posted it, you know, like, wow. And she still came out with a season best. She still ranked like 1094 or something like that, you know. So for everybody, and, you know, Aaliyah Hobbs, I think we all was pulling for Aaliyah Hobbs based on what happened to her the previous year. So it was great to see her make the team and not get screwed over. TT Terry, look, everybody know I'm the biggest TT Terry fan. I
gotta give you that now, because you've been hollering TT Terry all season long. I ain't even gonna lie.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I really love that girl. because she embodies everything that coaches want in a track and field athlete. She knows her sport. She knows her sport. She knows her profession. And that, to me, says a lot because she knows that in order for her to be great in the future, she has to watch the greats from the past. And that's what she does. And she sticks with current times and understand who she's going up against. She studies her competitors, which is something that I wish more athletes would do instead of doing the whole "I'm too cool to know who I'm running against." And then when you get your contract taken away, then you wonder why you wonder why you out there struggling. So shout out to all the ladies who showed up and had adverse situations and still told that line, still went up there and still performed, man. That was probably one of the best from the semis to the finals. That was probably one of the best 100-meter U.S. championships on the women's side that I ever seen, time-wise. But them girls is not playing.
Now it was a spectacular race. Now this men's 100-meter dash. First of all, I'd like to say I told you so. Okay, told you Michael wasn't gonna make it. Wasn't gonna happen at all. Told y'all. I said.
I called who the top five would be. Now I called the exact top five. I don't want to hear it.
I said, and I quote. I said, first of all, I would never do it again based on what he did to me. I told both of y'all that. And then I said, second of all, what you want me to do is you want me to believe that Micah and his coach can outcoach that coach down there that also got Trayvon Bromell. It ain't, I literally said it. I said, sometimes when it comes to these championships, it ain't about the athlete no more. It's about the coach. And y'all were like, no, it ain't about that. I said, no, it's about the coach. I'm not going against his coach. Okay. Marvin Bracey got second, if I might add. not only did he make it, he got second. He had, and I'm gonna call it like this. I'm gonna tell you what it is. That second round was some bull crap to the bull crap. First of all, I'm gonna put that out there. Them janky false starts. Now I don't know what they were seeing that I wasn't seeing, because what I was seeing was some bullshit. I'm telling you that. What I was seeing was, I'm not saying it's a track Illuminati at all. I'm not saying that. Hey, everybody watch the show. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying that if it was, it would look very, very, very like it was one, because I saw Marvin Bracey hop out on somebody that shouldn't have been hopped out on twice and was about to do something ridiculous, and it got brought back 2 times. And then the third time, I literally was like, Marvin gonna get that start. He gonna get the start he trying to get. Y'all can call it what you want to. But if either one of them first rounds would have went off, I think we would have knew why Marv was about to get second, is what I'm saying. Not no disrespect to Trayvon, because Trayvon getting third was literally like looking at the race like, I don't know, it's almost like something was on the track. Because if you watched it, like his whole side like kind of dipped down or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, I saw Marv start in them first 2 in them semis. And I was like, Marv is not playing, because if it was the first one and he caught it, brought it back, all right, that's one thing. He did it twice back to back. The third one, he didn't even catch it, but he was still there. I said, man, Marv ain't here to play no more. I mean, I knew that from the jump because, you know, I talked to him, but I just wanted to say, this is why I told you so. Finally, I got one of them, because I got all 3 of them right.
I got all 5 of them right. Hold up.
You didn't have Marv at third.
I know. I said not the exact order, but I said who the top 5 would be.
Look.
Fourth and Elijah Hall 5th.
Okay, well, look here. You know what? You can kick a 45-yarder, but I can kick a 55-yarder. That's all right. That's all right. It's okay. It's okay. What coach has said though? What coach has said? I'm trying to remember.
Okay. Can we give Mike? Hold on. Can we give Michael at least his props for bouncing back? Now,
that was a good bounce back for him.
Did not say.
Not going to take that away from him.
Right. Now, I did say he was going to drop something in his meet, didn't I? He ran what, 990, 991? Now, he technically made the team, but after he got screwed over in Tokyo, he said, nah, my season's over. You ain't about to pull me through that nonsense. First of all, you're not about to have me at the World Championships at my home track telling me I'm going, and I'm not going.
Respect to him for that, for understanding that. I ain't going to be a fool twice.
Right.
Respect to him for that.
Right. And so, but what Fred did, that was probably the greatest 3-round sequence of 100-meter sprinting that we've ever seen.
No, there's no problem. It was. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to exclude both.
Nobody's ever did that.
Nobody's ever did back to back 9-7s like that. Now Bolt literally, Bolt literally walked.
Bolt did it,
and then came
he
back and went 9-5.
exactly.
9-6.
He did it like that. He was like, Bolt did it like that. But if you think about it, what Bolt did, if you meet in the middle, it's just as great. Because 9-5 and 9-8, shit. So
Right.
it just looked pretty because Fred did it like that. It was like, here's your first 9-7. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Here's your second 9-7. Okay, you won't even get sold. All right. Like, if your body can come back and repeat 9-7 twice, okay. All right. And then you didn't get a good start and went 9-8. Okay, all right. When he is saying he wants the world record, this type of stuff displays to me that it's very possible because you're showcasing the strength you have. Bro, he went 9-7, then 9-7 again.
Yeah, like I was not a believer in his world record talk in the beginning of the year. Like I'm someone I'll admit when I'll admit my takes and everything. And now, like, it's looking a lot more possible. Like, since the Olympics, so including the Olympics, he's had 14 races, right? 13 of those races have been sub 10. So 999 or below. 13 out of 14. And he's gone sub 10 all this season. Out of those 13 races, 6 of them are sub 9.9. So he's ran a 9.8 in 6 of his last 14 races. And then out of those 6 races, 3 of them are sub 9.6 or sub 9.8. So he's run 9.7, 3 of those races. And you know what comes after 9.7? 9.6. So this man is trending in the right direction. I didn't see it in the beginning of the year, but I see it now with the strength that he has, the fact that he's able to do all this stuff in the 200. The 200 went well, the 100's going well. Like, he can pop something crazy. If not the world record, definitely the American record.
I think American record based off of his second round. Now, I, of course, was watching it like everybody else. I literally was saying it. That's why what he did was exactly what I saw Bolt do when Bolt did 9.5. You didn't realize that these people are running that fast because after Fred came out of the drive phase, I seen it. I was like, okay, he chilling. He chilling. He ain't gonna hit another gill. He chilling. What the hell was that? Like, literally, like I was like, wait a minute, hold on. That was a 9.7 run. Like, because you didn't hit that extra gear. He like his second semi start was amazing. He went through his drive phase, amazing. He hit a gear and he held it. Didn't go no faster. And then I was like, okay, he just gonna hold that right there. I thought that run was about to be like a 9.8, 9.9. When it said 9.7, I was like, oh, he has 9.6 in him for sure. Like that, because he did not accelerate through the line whatsoever. There was no in that semifinal, there was no acceleration from Fred Curler through that line, and he still went 9.7. He accelerated another 10 meters, he just broke the American record.
Yeah, he put together one of the best string of. You could even just include the 200s in there. The best string of 6 races I've seen, almost, like when it comes to the sprints, because those 200s were no joke either. I mean, he ended up getting third. He's one of 4 people to make 2 teams for Team USA. Like, man, he did his thing. Even Magic Johnson's tweeting about it. You see that? Magic Johnson's tweeting about track, bro. You know you did something right.
There go that man, mama. There go that man. Coach, you went and got a clone. It like,
hold on, I don't know what's going on right.
Oh, we can hear you, but it looks like you went and got a clone version of yourself because you're a lot brighter and everything. But anyway, while Coach get that together, so I need him to come back because we're talking about that 200, and I definitely need to talk about the fact that he said that she was gonna make it in the 200, and she did not make it in the 200. Coach, didn't you say something like that?
Who you referring to?
You said Sha'carri was gonna make it in the 200.
No,
she had a chance to make it in the 200. That wasn't you?
That was probably me. Coach, so
I ain't gonna do like that, Coach. My bad. But go ahead, Colin. What you said was what?
I didn't pick her to win. I said if Sha'carri does make the team, then that would be an excellent redemption story, which I think you can agree. Like, if she could have made that team, like being at the position she was at with what she had ran already this year and what just happened in the 100, that would have been an excellent redemption story for her. I still didn't pick her to, in my top 3, but I was saying if she can make it, that would have been a great story. But, she didn't. So
I told y'all she wasn't going to make it. I told you I wouldn't know if she didn't have a chance. I said she might not even make the finals. Based on that 200 from, I said it, man. I said it based on the 200 from New York. I said, based on what 200 New York looked like, I don't even think she can make the team. She might not even make the finals. She might not even make the finals. Not in 200. Not at all. Not in 200. Now, I will say this. Gabby was not a surprise because I think I had already said it. I was like, hey, y'all know Gabby hurt, right? Like she going into this thing a little banged up. So the fact that she was able to pull that off, that's amazing, first and foremost. Abby Steiner winning. I didn't even watch Abby, be honest with y'all. Just like I said on my Twitter. I didn't watch that race. I'm being honest. That women's 200, I did not watch it. I watched to see who was going to get second and third. I already knew what was going to happen first. I'm telling y'all, I didn't even know that she had ran 21.6 because I was watching Jenna the whole time. Like, first of all, y'all not going to catch that Kentucky Rabbit. She gone. Who going to get second and third? Come on, Jenna. Jenna, get in there. Oh, Jenna made it. And then it was like, 21, what?
Wow.
Damn. Like, okay, we got to talk for a second. We got to talk. Can we talk for a second? I want to talk to everybody. Everybody. She won indoor 200.
She did.
Crazy, stupid time. She opened up indoor 200. Crazy, stupid time.
She did.
She came outside, opened up. Let's shoot. Crazy, stupid time.
She did.
Then she snuck in. She snuck back at SECs and was like, I'm gonna take a week off. And then she played possum. She did the lane trick. She played possum. And then she came back a week later. Hi, y'all. I told y'all I was playing possum. Take this, 21. Okay. You done. You've done enough. Okay. You've done enough. She say, no, I'm going to USA Championships next. Hi, y'all. Now you're going to get the fastest 200 ever of my time, Jack. 5-6 months later from my first amazingness. How is this possible?
It's called being prepped and having great coaches. I keep telling everybody, I know the formula. I know the coaches. I know the men who are involved in their performances. Okay. I said it about SECs where you was too hype about her losing SECs. I said, listen, it's no different than what Melissa Jefferson said. Someone was gonna sacrifice one of those meets for the greater good. And the big meet was NCAA's, USA's, not the regional meet, because she was able to do just enough to get through, and damn sure not the SEC meet. That was when you got a stud like that, you have to decide which one of the fruits you want from the tree and which one you're gonna leave there. And that's what they coaches did. They coaches figured out what was more important. The SEC meet wasn't important when it came down to her, because she was special. It was still a championship meet, and yes, they wouldn't have performed, but you're not gonna throw her to the wolves and then expect her to be able to hold on, knowing that she is the absolute, I don't want to say absolute best, because a healthy Gabby Thomas is dangerous, but she is, without question, the top 2 200-meter runners in the United States, and she's the top 3 200-meter runner in the world. So you got to look at the bigger picture. And so shout out to their coaches, and they did the right thing. Stop getting worried about one meet. Stop getting worried about one off meet, Ray. You owe an apology.
No, first of all, I've already apologized. Second of all, it wasn't one off meet. It was a championship meet that was off. I can see if it was like some little ring-a-dink meet. You off at the championship before the championship. By my eyes, it looked like now you're doing this. I didn't know you were just like, nah, I'm just really chilling. It don't mean that. They didn't nobody tell me. So, if you look at a normal person's graph, you coming down. So I told her, I messaged her too and said, hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Abby Stangam. That's why I gave you the name Stangam. And then you turn around and Stangam me too. So with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
can she beat Sha'carri?
Whoo, child.
Colin, can she beat
So,
Sha'carri?
like, I'm the proponent of anyone can get beat on any day. Like, it's a track meet. You both line up, you can get beat. And
You can start out with all that little soliloquy, yeah, because you can keep going.
And she's shown that, like, this she even mentioned in those post race interviews, like, people like to put these barriers on the fact that I'm in college and say that I can't compete at a high level, and I just showed that I can. And so, like, I think that she has an outside chance of winning. Like, in my mind, there's 4 athletes that I think could medal in that 200. It is the 3 Jamaican ladies. Has Shelly Ann officially declared she's doing the 200 yet? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. She said she may not, but it'd be Shelly Ann, Elaine, Jackson. No, 5. Sorry, Abby Steiner, and then Christine Moba. I'm not sure if she's healthy by that time, but if she's healthy, then that person. So I would say those are the 5 athletes that have a possibility of medaling. I would say that Abby is closer to that bronze and silver than she is to gold, because I think, Jackson's just on another level with 21.55. But if you're in medal contention, that means you have a chance of winning. So I can't say you have 0 chance. It's tough. You're going to have to, put together the best race of your career then, but she's got a chance.
Bro.
I was about to say you go ahead and go, because I got
listen. I love Abby Steiner, and I want her for selfish reasons to win the world championships, to finally put to bed this nonsense that the collegiate season burns these kids out. No, it's called prioritizing your meets. When you have somebody special like that, look.
So basically, you saying Gabby? I mean, I'm saying you. So you saying Abby can beat Sha'carri?
No. I don't see it, but I see her. I don't see anybody else. I don't see 6 other women beating her. I don't see it. I don't see 6 other women beating her at all. Now I'm keeping it 100 with you. I don't see
her losing the 200-meter dash at the World Championships. I see her winning it.
Okay, you went from you completely flip flopped on what you on your recently.
Did you not hear my soliloquy first about when she started in January? And then I asked Coach, I said, now, how is this possible? I literally said, now, how is this possible? Coach said, prioritizing. Coach said, because of good coaching. Here's how I look at it.
I'm going to need you to make up your mind, bro.
The World Championships, hold on. The World Championships is in 2 weeks. Literally 2 weeks. It's 3 weeks, but that 1 week is like, no, you're not doing enough. You can prepare. World Championships in 2 weeks. Now, granted, Sha'carri did run 21.5. What did Sha'carri run before 21.5?
21.92.
Okay, what did she run before 21.92?
Look up the stats. I can't remember.
Yeah, look it up. Look it up. Because I'm gonna have to pay homage to Dominique for this, because this is exactly what he told us last week. No. Show me everything they just did the last 4 times. Because I can assure you that 21.5 is very impressive. It's extremely impressive. It is not a game. It's not a game. But let's not act like people ain't ran fast and they ain't got to the championships and that shit didn't come back. So again, that's why I'm saying, if I gotta look at it, give them to me.
All right. So the results for Jackson in the 200. You don't want just the 200.
Just the 200.
So she's only ran 4 times this year.
Okay.
And so this last race, 21.55.
Mm-hmm.
The race before, 22.85. So she actually, no, that was the heats. That was the heats.
Oh, okay, yeah. She jumped that.
Never mind. June 9th, she ran a 21.91, and then May 13th, she ran a 22.07. So she's gotten better every single race.
So she's gotten better every race, but her cluster isn't really set yet.
And
So-
she did win that and remember, she also won the 100 with the 1077 in Jamaica, beating the lane and chilling.
Yeah. So here's how I'm looking at it. Y'all know how RaesTake started. RaesTake started off of, you gotta go do it again. Like, I'm sorry, you gotta go do it again. Like, I'm not taking away nothing about that 21.5 at all, but you gotta go do it again before I be convinced. I'm not saying that, come on now, I'm not saying Sha'carri is not capable of doing 21.5. I'm not saying she's not capable of even winning world championships. What I'm saying is, if I'm looking at it from a sports standpoint, I gotta go with the person who's been clocking 21s consistently, because your 21 low ain't guaranteed. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can hit it, but it ain't guaranteed based off your chart, based off what Colin just called out. It ain't a guarantee you're gonna hit 21.5 again. Now, we can honestly say 21.6 can win a medal. We can say 21.6 if she's being trained the right way, to peak at the right time, to actually be ready for world championships, to where her coaches was like, no, all of these are stop along the way. Then as you just gave me, okay, coach, you just said it. They're not training her like a regular college athlete. So if she's not pro, I mean, she's not college, if she's pro, are you not training her to win the world championship then? If you're looking at Abby in the aspect of how you're saying Abby Steiner is, what she is, this anomaly. So the coaches got to be saying the same shit. So it's like, okay, we actually are going to train to win the world championships in the 200. Because anybody that's running, if they're running professional, what are they trying to peak at? Pros are trying to peak at the world championship. So USA's is usually a taste of what they got coming up next. It's always been that way, unless they go downhill. So I got to be on the sense of, will you drop off that much in 2.5 weeks? Probably not. Will Sha'carri have her 21s down flat like that? Probably so. But if I got to pick right now to win the medal, I got to go with a consistent person. I got to go with the person who's hitting the 3-pointers over, well, they just hit a deep 3. All right, well, okay, but still, like I'm saying, based on what I'm looking at, based on, again, this my last part of it, don't let y'all get it. If you looked at her 21.6 when she crossed the finish line, the girl smiled, okay? She did see it.
21.7.
She 21.7. I must be predicting what she's gonna run next. Anyway, 21.7. When she came across the finish line, she did a see it. Like, they have that thing to where it's like, hi, that didn't really bother me. Like, I was just there. It didn't look like she was broken down enough, and it's like, I won, yay, I'm ready for the next track meet. And the next time that either one on running 200 is gonna be at the world champs. So I'm just saying.
I'm so right. Let me make sure I hear you correctly, bro.
You hear me correctly now.
You are saying right now that Abby Steiner is going to beat.
No, I didn't say going to. Nope. You trying to put the words in my mouth, sir. I said.
You did say that. No, you did say that.
I didn't say going to. I said
yeah,
going
you
to.
did. Let me.
I'm bringing it back.
Rewind the tape. You did say going.
I said going to. No, okay. I'm sorry.
Abby Steiner is going to win the 200 meters, and here's why.
Hold on. Let me replay it. Yeah, but I did say it. I'm sticking to it. That's why I say it. Now say it again, coach. Because I said it. Say it again. Say it again. What I said. Say it again. What I said.
So you got Abby Steiner winning. You got her winning the 200 at Worlds.
Winning 200 meter dash at World Championships.
Because you're talking about consistency. Even though
Sha'carri getting second.
Even though Sha'carri has run faster every time she stepped down the track.
Track Illuminati ain't finna have it. You're not finna come over here in America and get in front of that white girl. You're not finna do it, Jack. It's not happening. We're not allowed it to happen. I'm speaking on behalf of Track Illuminati now. You're not coming over here and think you're finna come over here and get in front. We got one for you, Jack. We got one for you. Nah, she's fast and she's pretty and she has pigtails. Bring it on over here.
So not to mention Frano since 2007 has been the most dominant female sprint coach in the entire world. You're gonna put Sha'carri behind Abby.
In the 200.
In 200.
In Oregon.
In Oregon.
And in 2.5 weeks.
Yes.
Yes. Ask me again. Ask me again. Ask me again. Ask me one more time. I got to make sure. I know you in the ground. Okay, well, Colin, you ask me then. Somebody else ask me a question one more time. Somebody in the comments ask me again. Ask me. Ask me again. Ask me. Ask me. Do it. Ask me.
2.5 weeks. Who do you have winning the women's 200-meter final?
Abby Steiner. Abby Steiner. Abby Steiner. Abby Steiner. Abby Steiner. Abby Steiner. Abby Steiner again.
You brought that one, huh?
Well, he know what the Jeep got. The Jeepers Creepers hat.
Yeah.
He brought the Inspector Gadget hat.
Damn Zorro hat. Can't even see eyes no more, man. I'm sorry, Coach. I'm sorry. I know that kind of hit. That kind of hit home with you because you know you Jamaican blood. You know, so that kind of hit home with you. I get it now, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I had an American flag behind me to fly right now and be like, this is what I'm going for. Team USA 200-meter dash. I don't damn. She ran 21.5. She got to run it again and again and again.
The one.
I literally went and got my mother's hat. Because your mom is in the audience right now. Your mom is with you right now. This is dedicated to all the mothers. This is the mama's cap for Ray.
So
can do.
I'll give you one credit here, Ray. Good.
Coach take the hat off.
I can give you some credit. So I have her more as a second or third. I think she'll definitely medal. In my mind, gold is going to be really tough. But also, I look at it this way: where what happened in the men's 200, where Noah Lyles walks down Arian Knighton, and I really liked what he said in his interview, where he said, "I'm not racing the time; I'm racing the athlete. You can run whatever you want to run. You got to do it today." And so I'll give you credit where hey, that's true. You're not racing the 21.5. You're racing the athlete on the day, and so anyone can be beat, but for me, it's going to be tough to beat Tariq Jag. It's going to be
the only reason why I'm saying it is because I put everything in the pot, like I always say. I put everything in the pot.
Yeah, Marvin got it. Even Marvin's face palming, man. Marvin's watching. You don't even believe.
Shout out to my boy Marv. All y'all gonna be putting on some hats then come World Championships. I'm telling y'all. Here's why I'm saying it. If you look at Abby on the curve, you cannot deny that she is an amazing curve runner. She's like the female Tyson Gay of curve running, okay? She tears the curve up. Boy, you can't sit here and who run a better curve than her in the 200 right now?
No. Remember, she came off the bend in third.
No. I'm gonna get to that. She didn't come out of being in third because she ran a bad curve. She came off the being in third because them girls was stepping. All right. now Jennifer Denny and them, that's a whole different game. Now, here's the one thing, the reason why I would say in this 200, I don't foresee Sha'carri ending up in no lane 9. I don't see that ending up to happen. No, at all. Or in the 8. I see them getting right next to each other, like literally right next to each other. And I see the same reason why Philly lost would be the same reason why Sha'carri could win. Now, Sha'carri can definitely go back and catch her easily. Do I think in 2.5 weeks? Nah, Jack. Hell no. But no, because then think about a Cinderella season. Think about the season that her whole coaching staff over there thinking about right now. Like, we could pull one of the greatest sweeps ever. We can win everything. You think I ain't sitting there trying to pump my athlete head up? Like, hey, look here, bro. We finna go out here and pull one of the greatest upsets ever. Literally, we won everything. If it was a 200 to win at a championship, we won every single one of them in 1 year. Boy, that's some Robert Kraft talk, man. That's Tom Brady talk. I'm team Abby right now. This 200. I want it to happen.
Isn't that what everyone thought when it came to the 2016 Olympics and the 100 meters on the men's side? Man, this is going to be Bolt's last Olympics. I want to pull up the upset of the century, be the only person to upset, You
Well,
said
that'd be
you won't.
different. That would be an upset.
Never
Abby beating Sha'carri wouldn't be no upset. Abby
You
beating
just said it
like
would be an upset. You just said
no.
it would be an upset of the
I mean by
century.
the upset of the century. I mean by because of the sweep, like from college indoor 200 all the way to outdoor world championships. I swept everything. Like that's
You know what? I would love if
she
being
won
unbiased.
She won away from
Be-
breaking
being
history.
unbiased. Being unbiased. I would love to see her do that because I cannot recall a female, and maybe it happened way before our time, but I cannot recall a female winning indoors record time, outdoors record time, outdoors again in another school record time because it really doesn't count as a collegiate because the season's over technically, and then go out there and win the world championships. I can't recall. The only person I can recall doing that with some guys on the men, but I can't really
Grant
recall.
Holloway, I think, was the only person to do it in college because 2019 he won everything, including Noah.
But he lost USA's.
He lost USA's in 2019.
Yeah, he lost to Robert. He lost to Daniel Roberts.
Oh, okay. Well, I know he won the Worlds. That's why.
Yeah, he won Worlds.
He would have had to win that to pull it off. So it's almost like what they say in the Kentucky Derby. What is it in the Kentucky Derby when you win all of them?
The Triple Crown.
And she from Kentucky. Y'all better get it right. Trying to tell y'all. The girl finna pull it off. The Triple Crown in track and field. Even though it's like 5 of them.
Now, hold on just a second. To Mr. Marvin Bracey. I'm glad.
You didn't have Marv on the team.
I did it. I'm glad.
Just make sure I say it again.
That you made the team. Cause see, the Marvin thought I was playing. Look, I know Coach Rainer Ryder. That's my mentor. I was coming.
Then why did you go against him? Go against him? And I told you, I said you gonna go against Rainer? You go against Rainer?
Listen, Marvin. I was coming to see you because you're too talented. I was coming to see you. Okay, we're gonna fight on the track. Okay, we're gonna fight, sir. All right, because damn it, I needed you to make that team, and you did. Proud of you, son. Proud of you.
You didn't say he was gonna make it though.
I did it. I really did. I had Michael.
I really did. You're right.
I told you. Hey, you know Marv called me. Marv like, I'll be in the comments. I can't wait. And I'm like, boy, I already know.
See, no, but what I need from Marv is he said in some, like, I'm pretty sure he said in an interview that now he's on the team, they gonna practice them 4x1 handoff. So y'all better actually do it because if you do it, it's over. They got them 3 right there. They have the chemistry and they have the relationship and the respect for each other to where that's gonna be crispy. To where it's like, look, man, you can with them 3 alone. Man, you can damn near plug in coach on that thing, man, and we still might get the gold medal, man. Because those boys, they gonna it's the chemistry they got. I promise y'all, you're gonna see that stick not slow down a beat. Watch what I tell you.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'll tell you one thing right now. The Ultimate is gonna be mad because I'm running the same 4 guys in the prelims and in the finals. I'm not playing them games. I'm not playing those games.
I'm with you on that.
So my question is who goes?
You're gonna have Curly running 10 races.
100. Okay, first of all,
DeGrasse did it.
DeGrasse did it, but first of all, I don't think that we can ever. Curly has proved that we can't do that no more. He's literally proved because every time we was like, "You gon', yep, he did it. You gon', yep, he did it, and he did it." So at this point, if somebody texts me tomorrow and say Fred Curly can run 800, I'm gonna be like, "Shit, he probably going about 146." Like literally, like it ain't much of nothing Fred can't do. And again, it's just Fred going through the 100 and 200. The other 2 fresh. So I think it'll finally be the year that medal could come back over here to America because we can get that 4x1 gold medal. I feel like we can sweep the men's 100. I feel like my girl Abby gonna get the other one, so we can go on and I'm calling them medals right now. I'm calling them medals right there. I'm calling. We taking all the 100 meter. Where it's at? I whole jail rock watching. We taking all the 100 meter medals in the men's side. We ain't leaving none of them. We even the copper medal, 4th place. We taking that one too. Okay, 200 men. We taking. Hold on, let me see. 200. I'm gonna get back to y'all in 200. I ain't too sort of on those people in 200.
Coach Goodman was coming on.
I ain't going. Oh yeah, what Coach Goodman at?
He's in England.
Yeah, so I know it's like 2 in the morning over
England.
there.
Yeah, he's in England right now.
12:20. So we gotta do like a RaesTake Good Morning America style with him because he's 6 hours away, and give him the whole show the same way we did Melissa. Matter of fact, Coach, when you wake up and watch this, we're gonna give you a Good Morning America. So you just reach out to me and let me find out, and I'm gonna clear the schedule, and we're gonna try and we're gonna make that happen.
Got you, man.
My sweep. Then we can move on. 100, 200.
She says he's awake.
Send it on. Send the link.
Send that link to him.
Where you at?
Yeah.
Oh, you awake?
Yeah, Melissa, tell him get on.
Tell him get up. Hold on.
Yeah, did you email him the link?
Hold on. Go ahead. You got it, don't you? Hold on. I'll send it to her.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. And Melissa knows this. I have been pumping her name since last year. Let me tell you, and let me give a shout out to Kyle Stevenson, the head coach at Georgia State. He told us 2 years ago, he said, dude, there's a girl at Coastal Carolina. She's going to be the real deal. And we all believed him. And then I saw her run one time. I said, oh, my God, this girl's different. I said, she's different. That's my girl, man. That's my girl. I love me some Melissa Jefferson, man. That's my baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
Congrats,
Coach
baby
on.
girl.
I'm trying to get Coach on right now.
Yeah, do y'all see he got promoted to their associate head coach?
You think?
Let me tell you something. Sandy Fowler ain't no dummy. That woman has been Olympic, world head coaches. She was the coach of Alabama for the women's team when I was at Alabama working with the men's team. She's no dummy. That woman is she's very cerebral in what she does. So shout out to her. Smart move. Because understand something, it's not just Melissa. Oh, and let me make sure I put something out there.
Mm-hmm.
Carl Goodman is not leaving Coastal Carolina. So I want people to stop going out there saying that he's leaving and going behind his back, trying to pull his girl from him. Let the boy eat. Okay? He developed all them young ladies, all them young men. Stop trying to go in there and try to ravage and try to purge a mid-major. Stop it. To all you coaches that's doing it. Because I know who's doing it. And because I respect the game too much, I'm not going to say anything. But if y'all continue to do that, man, I'm going to out y'all. Stop doing that. Let Coach G have his moment like y'all have y'all moments. Let him have it.
100%.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you know it's going to happen. Like, we can say
No. Those girls are loyal and they understand. And what Coach G does, so let me ask you something. Other than the name of the school, what can them other schools do for them that he ain't already doing for them?
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about coaches getting poached to go to bigger schools.
No. I'm talking about the
happens
athletes
all the time. And
right. I'm talking about the athletes. I'm talking about the athletes. People trying to go around them and trying to grab his athletes. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. Let the young bull eat, man.
Stop trying to steal the athletes that you didn't produce. It's pretty much what Coach is saying. It's went on a lot.
I went to a small school. I went to one of the, Mount St. Mary's, NEC. It's one of the smaller schools in Division I. We went to Coastal Carolina a lot. I got recruited by Coastal Carolina. Didn't go there, but got recruited by them. I've been there before. I vacation down there sometimes near Myrtle Beach. But that happens all the time. Like athletes that are elite at mid-majors, you find very often get transferred to bigger school. It happened to my school all the time, every single year. Who was the champion in the conference this year? Who broke the conference record this year? Okay, they're gone. A couple guys like, oh, y'all, you broke every record in the conference this year? Okay, you're going to Ole Miss next year. Oh, you broke every record here? Okay, you're going to Tennessee next year. Like, it sucks, but that's what happens because it's like these other schools got like, you see like the facilities Oregon got, they ain't got that at Coastal.
They ain't got it at Coastal, but you know what? It's funny you said something.
Want to go?
Right. They got all of that at They got all of that at Oregon, and I think only like one or two of their people was even there in a final period, and they got all of that, and Coastal Carolina ain't got none of it. And sometimes you don't need all that shit. Sometimes it's like, oh, that's a crutch because you don't know how to go get it now. You don't know how to actually have to be hungry. So sometimes that ain't always a good thing. And that's why, well, I say this in track, I feel like that's why like junior college athletes back in the day used to run so fast. And I feel like it only flips in football because football, you need the best of everything, the best stadium, the best, all of that. Track is a mindset.
Coastal Carolina. Remember, they went undefeated. There's something that Coastal Carolina football team went crazy.
They did.
UCF. You can do it without big stuff. It's hard.
It's hard.
Really freaking hard, but it's possible. It's just
possible.
Listen,
it's hard. It's possible. That's why I keep saying Abby gonna get the 200-meter gold medal.
Oh my God. Oh my
right?
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You was doing just fine. Listen. A part of me I'm with you, Ray. A part of me want Abby to do it, but in the same token, a part of me I have to show the respect.
Hey, I'm really messing with all my Jam Rock fan base.
Nah, don't do that. You know we crazy.
I know that. Boy, you think they ain't over there burning my pictures right now?
Mm-hmm. What's the other event we gotta talk about, man? We gotta talk about the men's 200.
Hey, we gotta talk about the men's 200 before Coach come on. And I definitely wanted to clear something up that Noah said that on his Twitter. Noah said that when he did the famous, he wasn't actually talking, or if I could paraphrase, it was like that wasn't for him. That was for all of y'all. Pretty much, that was for you, Ray. That wasn't for him at all. That's pretty much how I read his tweet, because he was like, when he pointed over like this, it had nothing to do with Arian Knighton. You look what he said, it's like it had nothing to do with Arian Knighton. This was for everybody who pretty much thought I wasn't gonna do this. So to clear that up, now let's talk about that 200.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That man,
shit, I had that do that
him down. Like he walked him down. Like in that post-race interview that he had, just that was one of my favorite moments. A lot of my favorite moments from this track meet were interviews, actually. Like many of these people's interviews were great. Like the media did a pretty good job here. Like when he was like,
Are you sure?
I think.
Are you sure? Because somebody was complaining about the media.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I think they did well.
We're saving that for the end.
That's just me. But like when Noah Lyles is like, I saw he had me coming off the curve. I was back up behind him in the 100, and then he reached his top speed, but I knew my top speed was better, and so I caught him and won. I was like, woo! And he's right next to you when you're saying that? You're saying that to him right next to you?
Hey, my dukes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Mom, Ray, and Colin said hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Look, gotta love the moms. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had Noah at getting third. Okay. Yeah, I had Noah. Yeah, hear me out.
Go back and get her cat. Hurry up. She's still around.
Hear me up. Hear me out, though. Hear me out. I had him at getting third.
You get the Undertaker cap.
Respectfully, though. Okay, respectfully. Okay. I thought Arian Knighton was gonna bring it. Okay, which he did. After I seen Fred go 9-7, 9-7, 9-8, I didn't know what this ninja's gonna do no more. So I ain't gonna count you out of shit. Like right now, I got Arian Knighton pulling it off and winning based on his 19.4, slow down to 19.5, 19.6 if you don't hit that. I had Fred being Fred and getting second, and Noah being Noah and getting third. I promise y'all I did. I mean, by Noah being Noah, like Noah gonna make the team. And when they get to the championships, you'll see a different Noah. When they came off the curve and I seen how relaxed Noah was, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my God. Wow. Noah has been putting together a string of races that have been, I'd say, beautiful races since New York. New York, I was like, it looked good, but I was like, that boy went 19.4 and Fred 19.5 already. Granted, Fred was tired. He looked tired in that 200 final. He looked tired. I think Arian Knighton actually should have won that race. I think the reason why he lost was because he lost. As in, he still got some growing to do. Like, I was looking at his shoulders a little bit, and I was like, oh, you back just a little bit. Not you're not back here, but you back just a little bit to where you're not still here to not be caught. You see what I'm saying? He got caught because he was decelerating. Not taking anything away from Noah, because Noah ran him down the way you're supposed to do. Like Noah said, I seen the top end speed, and then I went and caught him. I think when we get to World Championships, Arian Knighton is going to be becoming ferociously pissed off.
Oh, Mouse is gonna have him ready. Don't trip. Oh,
Don't they train together?
No.
Oh, they just both in Florida.
Yeah.
One is they're both in Florida. One's with Brahman. The other one goes between his high school coach and Coach Holloway. If you watch any of the opening credits for the USA, you saw Arian and Coach Holloway working with one another. So yeah. And
because he's with Mouse, and not saying I'm nowhere closer on Mouse's level whatsoever, but if I'm sitting here looking at it just from my eye, like, ooh, your shoulder's just a little bit. Of course, Mouse done seen that and 20 more things like, you shouldn't have got caught at all, and here's why. So that's why I'm like, again, like I told y'all about Bob, ain't nothing to do disrespect towards Lance. Me and Cole Brahman go all the way back 2002. Me and that dude personally know each other. Right. No disrespect to him. No disrespect to Noah. Noah, I love him. I'm just looking at it from a standpoint of you were 5 meters ahead and you got caught. You're not supposed to get caught. And if you're a professional athlete, you're not supposed to get ran down like that in the 200. That's just my personal opinion. You're not supposed to get ran down like that. And typically, if you come off the curb in that place, you're not finna get caught.
We also got to remember that Arian is still a child. His body is not fully developed, and he doesn't have his man strength yet, which is scary. Which still in high school. Scary.
He just went through puberty. Golly.
Right. So straight up,
and he's fresh in the sport. He's only ran track for 3 years.
Yep.
Right. So straight up and down, it's going to be scary if he doesn't win this world title. I can almost guarantee that as soon as that kid hits 20, he's going to win the next six major international titles. Book it.
I can see it.
Book it.
I can see it. All right, before we get too far and get on for the rest of the show, because we still got some other stuff to cover, I want to bring the coach in, man. Come on, man. Let me go and bring the dude in, man. The other coach. I did. Hold on.
You done messed up.
I done messed up.
Man, Beyonce said, don't nobody care about who going viral. Bottom line, she ain't going to the meet. But
all I know is
what's going on, boys?
I'm not saying it's a fake coach with the red shirt on, with the hats. But I'm just saying it's a real coach right here. That's a real coach right there, coach. Coach, that's a real coach. You know why that's a real coach, coach? That's a real coach because he don't coach somebody to make a U.S. team, Jack. That man just said, I'm going to take some clay and mold it into the greatest of all time. Coach, you got some work to do. I'm not talking to you, coach. I'm talking to the other coach, the captain coach. I'm talking to that coach. Oh my you got some shoes to fill. But it's a real coach on this show. Coach. Welcome to RaesTake. Welcome to RaesTake. First of all, we just having fun as we always do. Let me be the first to congratulate you, brother. Like, of course, I had her on the show earlier today. I'm pretty sure you saw that. And
I haven't watched it yet. Watched it yet. Yeah, I've been out with my wife celebrating. So
don't watch when you with her because you'll get in trouble. Okay, like I understand that, so don't do that. I would definitely say that I have grown to love her more than. I see why she's able to do what she's done. And I see why you worked so hard with her, just from her character, just from the type of person that she is. I can see how she came to be who she is. But what I would like to know is your story. Like, how did this all come to be? Like how? How, like, she was at 12 seconds. What did you see from there?
I mean, honestly, so I started at Coastal the first day that she started. So it was first day thing. We both met each other our first day. I didn't recruit her. Our jumps coach at the time recruited her, along with the former sprints coach who passed away. And she was in my office. Hey, how you doing? You know, how she is, real nice, sweet.
Hold on, let me make sure I do this. In case y'all don't know, this is Melissa Jefferson's coach. I don't know if I said that, but this is the 100 meter dash U.S. champion coach. So go ahead and finish, coach.
And basically, pretty much after the first day of practice, every day, all fall, she was like, "Can I come out to practice early?" And at the time, we weren't very deep in the 400 meter squad. So I was like, okay, how am I going to get my points? You know, as a coach and a first job as a collegiate coach, you know, you're figuring out how to get points to make your head coach look good. You know, do your job. And I was kept on throwing her in with the 400 meter group every now and then, and she just said yes sir and got on with it. And then we got to our first time trial, and she whooped everyone's ass. In the 60 time trial, the 300 time trial, I said, "Oh shoot, this is a little different," you know. And then we have Christmas break, and we're not a Power 5, so they're away for a month. And she came back better than she left. So I was like, okay, she was working real hard. And then we went to our first meet, and I threw her in the 60, the 200, the 400. The 60, she didn't react to the gun around 8:08. And I said, what the is going on? You know, she went in the 200, went 25-1. And then the 400, I ran 58-1. And in the Sun Belt, it takes 56 seconds to score. So I was like, I can make that shake. I can make that work. I can get to 56 comfy. 24-5, I don't know. I'm not sure. So I gave her an ultimatum. I said, if you don't run sub 7.6, you're no longer a short sprinter. Those days are done. Next meet, she went out there at 7:55. She was freshman of the year, newcomer of the year. And then COVID hit. She went away. You know how long the break was. It was 4 or 5 months. She came back. She was lean. She was like, lost that freshman 15 that she put on, and she was ready to go. And it's just like every break she leaves, she comes back better. And last year, she lost the 60 indoors at the Sunbelt Championships. And when she came out to practice the week after that meet, I knew I had a monster. And I said to my head coach and the other coaches in a meeting, I said, this girl's going to run 10.9 next year. And they looked at me like I was crazy. I said, I'm so serious. She went out and ran 11.2 6 times, 6 different ways. And then we went to the national meet, and she ran 11.4 and I think 23.7. And when that meet finished, we had it. I said to my head coach, and I said to the other athlete who was at the meet, I said, I need about an hour. We got in the car, and we just went back and forth about how we're going to get better, what we needed to do. I said, I don't need to see you for 3 weeks. And when I do see you, all I need to see is your behind in the weight room. She did it. She came back. She was lean, ripped up, ready to go. And in October, we did another 60 time trial, and I saw 7:15 on the free laps. I said, it's over. It's over. It's done. So I went to a convention in November. I told Coach Ross, I got a girl who can run 10.9, 10.8. I told everyone who listened to me, I got a girl who about to do that damn thing. And she did. She did. Yeah.
You told me. You told me.
Yeah.
We know, yeah. Coach. We know. So you would say her progression really came from, and that's why I like talking to her, because she seems like she's such a mental athlete. It sounds like what you say, her progression really came from her, the mental side, and from you, just from the coaching side of understanding, like, you got to have your weight room, you got to have this, you got to have that, and also giving them ultimatums to make her have to work, like, hey, if you don't run sub 7.5, I ain't rocking with you no more. So, you know, like that.
I mean, it's one of them things where, like, you know, them athletes where you video them at practice, and then you send a video. You know, they look at it once. Now this girl looking at it for hours. She'll come by my office pretty much every other day, and we'll watch track videos. and we'll just talk about track. Oh, did you see this? Oh, did you see that? Oh, and then, you know, she'll ask me, we'll talk about life, like, how's your mum doing? How's your dad doing? How's everything doing? So we built a relationship where it's not just about the numbers on the clock. It's like, how are you actually doing today? You good? Yeah, I'm good. But then she'll come back and say, Coach, are you good? You look a little stressed today, you know. And it's just that understanding is where, you know, we don't even need to talk about certain things because we both know the same thing. Like, there's races that we talk about once and never again, because we don't need to go over it because we know what happened. We know what was wrong. Like, we know what happened at NCAAs. We talked about it once, and we don't need to go over it again and again and again and again. It's just like, we're not going to make excuses. You lost. We're going to shake the other people's hands, but when we win, I'm going to talk the loudest. And she's going to be like, yeah, I did a good job. You know, I want to take this, that, and the third. But I'm going to go crazy because that's what I am. It's sport. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. And I definitely could sense your going crazy emotion even through Twitter. Like, sometimes you can just read people tweets and they don't even be a lot, but you be like, they jumping up and down. Like, they
wasn't
through
at
the
the
roof.
meet. I wasn't at the meet.
I know you was over there in London. What was your reaction when you saw it?
Oh
then?
my! So I bought the string. I bought the little USA track and field, and I was watched the semis. I said, "Oh, it's on." I called her and I said, "Let your arms dictate the race. Let your arms dictate the race," because what she did in the prelims, in the semis, was, you know, she got happy. She was running fast, and then she started swimming her arms and whatnot. And then during her transition, she was just thinking her way through it, in my opinion. And I said, let your arms dictate the race, finish strong, and you'll be good to go. And everything was set up in practice. You know, we go 35, 45. We never go 20, 30, 40. Everything was 35, 45, 55. So every stage was covered. We go 80s, a bunch of 80s, and a bunch of 120s. Just sharpening up things. And I knew if she put the race together, she'd break the NCAA record, you know, and she ran, you know, 10:69, 2.9 win. But if you put that to a 2.0, that's 10:72. So I knew she was going to run the fastest a collegiate ever ran. It's just like, stay calm, stay relaxed, stay poised. And luckily I have my boy GB over there. And we're very
shout out to my boy GB.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. And he was at the meet. I said, G, you just got to watch her during her accelerations. He texted me before the semifinals. He said, dog, she gonna win. I said, okay. Then she lost to Aaliyah. I saw the race. I said, she can beat Aaliyah. Not that Aaliyah's a bad athlete. All them girls are fast. And then he texted me just before the final. He said, it's over. It's over. She did one block start and she went 150 meters. I said, oh shoot, it's on. And I knew she was gonna win, but my stream was lagging. So I was watching it on YouTube, your page.
You want the trap house, but go ahead.
I get a phone call and I'm like, why the hell this person calling me right now? Melissa about to run. He said, she won. She ran 10:69. I said, you lying. Hung up the phone. Carry on to watch the race. Then I run upstairs. I'm like, I think I'm behind. He called again. He said, I'm not messing with you. She just ran 10:69. Me and my wife are going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I couldn't breathe. I hung up the phone. I had to call her back the next day. It was crazy. It was crazy.
You want to know what's funny, man? You want to know what's funny, Coach? Is that when I saw her semifinals, it looked just like the semifinals at Indoor Nationals.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I told somebody, I said, I've seen this movie before. I said, I think I know how this damn thing's going to end. But I couldn't change because, you know, everybody's like, no, that ain't what you said. Dog, once I saw that semifinal, I was like, oh my God, she's going to win. And as soon as I saw that she was still with the pack and nobody was running away from her, and then she started stepping on them and she kept her arms together and she did everything you told her to do. That was dope, man.
The thing
that
which
was so dope.
The thing which was really crazy in the week leading up to it, because obviously I went there. So the Monday was our last day together before the meet. And we had a conversation. She said, I know what I got to do, Coach. I said, okay, what is it? She said, I just got to stay relaxed, stay in my own lane. I said, okay, boom. She sent me the pictures from her practice. She texted me the times. I got a guy who helps me out, Coach Rich. He texted me the times of what she ran in at 80s. I said, okay, we on pace. We on pace. I said, look, at the end of the day, we know what happened at NCAAs. You're ready to run fast. I believe you're going to break the NCAA record. And I think I said to someone, I said, I just hope she don't do it in the semis. Well, she went around 1082 in the semis. I was like, okay, that's cool. I've said to someone, like, I think she's going to run between 1078, 1084 at some point that meet. She just got to make sure she controlled her motions when she sees that time on the clock. And that's what I don't think happened at certain points in the year. It's like she see the time on the clock and it's like a shock. And it's like, girl, you meant to do this. You meant to do this. And you got to get that in your head. Like when you see that time on the clock, it's supposed to happen. This is you. You're that type of kid. You're that caliber of athlete. And you got to believe that.
So GB text me. We try to tell y'all this phone, boy. Everybody got this phone number. Coach, you better get it.
Yeah.
So GB texts me, and this is what GB had to say. It's like John Smith and Jeter. Whatever comes out of his mouth is gold.
He needs to stop.
That was what he had to say about y'all relationship. Now, based on that, I can, and from talking to her today, now talking to you, knowing Jetta, that's my sis, knowing the relationship that her and John Smith had, I can vouch and say, no, it sounds just like that, because that is what made Jetta, because you got to keep in mind, Carmelita came from not fast to Carmelita.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that, you know, how she did that was on that. She was teachable. It's a difference between being coachable and teachable.
Yeah. And
she was teachable, and it sounds like from what you're saying, Melissa is very teachable.
Yeah, there's some time at the NCAA meet. I said something like, this was in the before the final. I said push out through 15 meters and then do 2 steps and shut it down as like a little pop out. This girl did exactly what I said, but I didn't mean it that way. You get what I'm saying? It's like she hears it, she processes it, she does it. And then I started panicking. I'm like, oh shoot, we wasted a rep. I'll tell you, take myself to the corner. I say, okay, I'm gonna tell her to stretch it all the way down. We're gonna shut it down. She's gonna be ready to go. And there's no panic in her. It's more like, it's like the yin to the yang. I'm the crazy one, she's the calm one. And it works, man. And what's exciting is there's so much more upside. Like the years that she's had in the weight room, you see her, she's just skin and bone still. She just, not that she needs to get jacked up, but she's just got training age and years that she can develop. And I think she's the one. She's the one.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, based on that one-on-one I had with her, I can't sit here and argue with you at all. And the reason why I'm saying that, you know, and I'm sure Colin want to say some stuff, but the only reason why I'm saying that is because, again, her mental game is on a whole nother level. Like,
yeah, she's an old soul, man. She's an old soul. Like, don't let her like kindness and, you know, sweetheart. She's ruthless. Like when you see her eyes before she runs, she a killer.
Oh no, I told her on the show. Like, you ain't seen the show. I told her, I was like, when they put the camera on your face before you got ready to run, I was like, okay, I think something happened with that one. I don't know what's gonna happen, but that one finna go, y'all. I hope y'all ready to run, because the look on her face is, I'm finna go. I don't give a damn what y'all finna do. I'm finna go. She's
ticked off every single goal she's had this year. It's incredible.
Did she tell you about her story when she texted me on January 14th when she DM'd me? Yeah.
And she messaged GB saying, tell your friend Ray to look at his inboxes. And this is before, obviously, she's ran fast, so I don't know if G did it or not. But like, she was like, you better tell him. She better tell him to watch his messages.
So GB did, and GB actually told me, was like, better watch out for her. You better watch out for her. So I'm like, you know, I respect GB because, you know, me and GB, you already know the story. Me and GB went way back. So GB was saying it. I was like, and that's why, like on the show, I was like, I got, you know, Mary Beth at third, but even on the show, I was like, if it's anybody else that's gonna get on that team, it's Melissa Jefferson. So I didn't, like I told her, like winning, didn't see it. Like I told you, didn't see it. But after talking to her, oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm gonna back her over anyone.
Yeah.
It's not.
You're
It's
supposed
not.
to.
It's yeah. But it's not even just because it's my app. It's because I see what I see in practice. Like the stuff I've seen in practice this year has just been insane. It's just like, wow. You get what I'm saying? Like it's just breathtaking. So like it doesn't matter who she lines up against. Like the NCAA meet, I was certain she was gonna win. There was not a doubt in my mind she was gonna win. But then when you look back at everything that happened and the reasons, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. The girl who won, congratulations. You were the best woman on the day. But going into USA's, I was like, she's gonna win. She's gonna win. I just wish I could put money on it.
Yeah, it's so I was really excited to see her win at USA's because I know, like, as an athlete, you know, all of us have been athletes at one point. Like, it's a lot easier to win when you're the underdog and people don't know who you are. So like indoors, it's like, oh yeah, like, you know, you may not have had that expectation, you know, you're kind of going under the radar, then boom, you pop up. It's like, okay, I'm here, like I'm ready to go. And then it's like coming outdoors. Well, look, everybody knows who you are now, Melissa Jefferson. I know, obviously, you mentioned, like, yeah, she's like locked in. She's stone cold on that. And it's like, yeah, you need that type of attitude to go from, you know, obviously you believe in yourself and your coaches believe in yourself, but to go from, you know, not into many people's top 3 in indoors to winning and then to being like the U.S. champion. It's like, oh, like there's a lot of, you know, mental stuff that, you know, you got to be strong to be able to do
We
that.
trained with the expectation to win. You know, I had an argument a week before the indoor national meet with my wife because she was like, why are you worrying about it? I said, we going there to win. What are we talking about? You know,
I'm
like,
trying to tell you.
Yeah, we trained, and I have the expectation with all my athletes is, you know, we're training to win. Like, like the times are good, the times are exciting, and we get excited about the times, but we're training to win. And like the conversation we had after outdoor nationals last year, it was like, you can't let the name on your top dictate how you're going to perform. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we got a track, we got a weight room, and we got to figure out the rest. We got to figure out the rest, but you gotta believe in it. Like, if you believe in it, we good. If you don't, you're going to be an 11-1 girl next year. If you believe in it, you're going to be what you need to be.
Say that again, please, because somebody on this panel think that you have
Now,
to
I
have
ain't
the
going to
greatest
say
facility.
nothing. We ain't going to say nothing.
I'm going to say, I'm not going to say who, but he's on the screen right now thinking that the school makes the athlete, not the other way around. That's why everybody from small schools want to go to these big schools, and that's not true. Because there's great coaches. Look, man, look. The big schools, the difference between the big schools and the small schools, they got the money and the bells and whistles. But however, people need to understand that there are great coaches everywhere. Like, for example, you know, Coach G's boss. A lot of people don't realize what this woman has accomplished and what she's done. There's great coaches everywhere. Just because you go to the SEC don't mean that you're the greatest of all time, Colin.
I mean, some people ain't gonna cut it. Some people ain't gonna cut it at a school like certain schools just because of the mentality and the atmosphere. And some people need that Power 5 luxury. It's just finding the right fit for you. Like, there's nothing wrong with either side of the coin. It's just if you're a dog and you got that mentality where you can get it done and you ain't had all the luxuries and the privileges, you can find the right fit for you and the right coach for you. Like, I say to kids when I'm recruiting, like, I might not be the right fit for you, and you might not be the right fit for me. Simple, but we got to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, wait a second. I got to clear something up because for some reason, Coach thinks that I have this belief that I don't have. One, I never ever say you have to go to a Division I school, a Power 5. You can actually look at every single episode I've ever done in my entire life. You can be the best person you ever can be at a D3, D2, you know, JUCO. It don't matter. You can be great at small schools. And I don't think you should have to feel you have to go to these Power 5 schools. What I said was a lot of athletes think that they do and get the validation of being at these bigger schools.
These are the advantages.
Right.
He did say that, Coach. He did say
these are the advantages. If you get hurt, you get doctors quicker. If you want 1 million backpacks, you're gonna get 1 million backpacks. And if you want to be doing cool little video shoots and have 3 uniform tops, you're gonna get that. apart from that, it's all the same.
The t-shirt, the t-shirt
Look, I
and
got a
spandex.
drink. I got a drink.
T-shirt is-
Y'all know I drink on the truth.
Right, the t-shirt and spandex scholarships. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. So I'm saying a lot of athletes like the appeal of doing those things, like all the gear hauls, and never said it was right or wrong. I just say a lot. I noticed, that you're a kid. You're 19 years old. Of course, you're going to be drawn to that. Why wouldn't you? But it doesn't mean that it's right. Just saying people do it. And because like Melissa Jefferson isn't your only good athlete too. Like, didn't y'all have somebody else in the U20 and the 400?
Yeah, Mackenzie Kelly. She won the 400 meters at youth 20s. Jamaica Arnold. She ran 51.2 at the NCAA meet. We had Sha'carri Bellamy. She ran 56.6 during the year. We had Alexis Glasgow. She ran 13.1 multiple times as a freshman. The 4x1 went 43 like 4 or 5 times. The 4x there's too many tonight. Like even on the guy side, we got some studs on the guy side. We got a really young team, but this potential of them is scary. Like some of the boys next year are going to step out and do what Melissa-esque things next year. Some of the girls are going to step out and do Melissa-esque things. It's just time, though. It just doesn't happen overnight. You can't cheat time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you building a nice little sprint capital down there, or over there, I should say.
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. I think we can do, similar things to what A&T has done. It's just going to take, the support of the school, which we're getting, and also the right kids, and then also just making sure that they stay healthy. And that's my job, is managing the program.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna ask you the same question that I asked her the day on the show. What is the next plan? As in, of course, you're not allowed to actually talk to us, but just kind of hint at it. 2 questions. One, was the season planned for her to keep? I know she said her goals, but was the season planned to be effective at World Championships or just to make the team? That's my first question.
She put on a goal. She's gonna make the team. So what that means being effective at the World Championships. Like she lifted the week of USA Nationals. Like she lifted, she worked out. She lifted, she worked out. She good to go. Now the main issues I see is when they go to the relay camp, how many reps are they expecting to do, and then
that BS. Oh Lord.
No, because the lady who's organised it, Miss Freeman, she's been very, very good, very clear on the communication.
Yeah, it's not for the female side. It's only the male side. Let me just put that clarification out there.
Yeah. Okay, good. But like just that new environment, just little things like that, and just I'm expecting her to do. I know that she can replicate what she did this past weekend again in 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time.
Fred said you go with her over there. That's what Fred's
I'm trying to get
comment
back.
was.
I'm trying to get back in the country right now. I got some visa stuff I got to handle.
Boy, you ain't. Whoo, you just brought back up some stuff from track season this year for us and my squad, them damn visas. But anyway, that's another story. So I already know what you're going through. Well, look, Coach, we know it's like 1 o'clock in the morning over there where you at. So
appreciate it.
We ain't gonna keep you up too much, but yeah, I wanted to have you on the show just so you could pretty much talk your shit.
Hey,
man, look.
Hey, listen, when his girl does something, I know he's like, Lamont's about to text me. Yo, I be so hyped, man. I be so hyped. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I be cussing in the text. Let the go. I'm like, yo, like because I love the underdog story, man. I love the people who's not supposed to be, man. And I've been a huge supporter of that young girl. Like I said, from 2 years now, when Cal put us on to her, it's just great to watch all her hard work come to fruition, man. And she got a great person assisting her and leading her to the promised land. And I think she's going to probably be the highest placed in American in the finals. Yes, I'm saying she's making the finals. She's making the finals. And while you playing, she gonna catch somebody slipping.
Look here.
It's just a lot of it is obviously, managing the
I've said it.
rounds, lane
I'm with you.
draws,
I'm with
that
you.
type of stuff.
Based on, put it this way, based on the conversation I've had with both of them today, and based on the correlation of people that these names that been dropped, oh yeah, sure, I'm not gonna count these folks out. What you talking about? This ain't none of this by chance. So I'm gonna give you your flowers right now, coach on the show. Be like, yeah, bro, I think y'all got a damn good chance based on everything. Like I'm saying, like I'm always a pull up an underdog because I was an underdog. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? But with this story, it's just like it's more than an underdog story. It's more like the American
dream.
Thank you. Like it's the American dream story. It's like you want this person, and not just like not that we didn't want anybody else to win, but it's like when you hear the whole thing, it's like just so
And did she tell you how she got to Coastal? Like she wasn't able to go on her visits because of her dad's bone marrow transplant and save it. It's just crazy.
She told that part. I had to end her show with that because I didn't know anything about that, and somebody asked that question, and then she explained, the whole story behind she had to be a donor, and that's why she's still there. And I'm like, what? Oh yeah, come on, man. Look, man, come on. So first of all, what you're trying to tell me is your father is alive to see you win this championship because you was his donor in 2018. Man, come on.
Wow.
Write it up.
Wow.
Come on.
I didn't know that.
Come on. What? Come on, Ellen. come on. Like, what we waiting on? Like, come on.
Basically.
Yeah.
No, it's a movie. It's a movie.
Yeah, it really is. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, when I did it, I was just like, I was literally speechless. And then when she tells the story, it's just so like, what else was I going to do? It was never even a question. Like, it's like, man, she's just a beautiful person, man. Like, I'm so glad I had the chance to meet her today. Like, seriously. So, coach, you official now. You come on, RaesTake whenever you feel like it. Y'all down there like the Bloods and Crips though. Both of y'all coaches, like y'all down there banging against each other.
I got to rep my coach though.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you. All right, coach. Hey, well, you go over there with the wife, get you some rest, man. We know we appreciate you because it really. What time is it over there right now?
Just time 1.
Yeah, man, go get you some rest, brother, and keep enjoying your journey and get prepared because you finna have to walk off into that fire, and you already know it.
Yeah, we ready.
That's all I wanted to hear. All right, brother. We'll appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.
Cool.
For sure, baby.
RaesTake. That's what happens on here, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciate y'all guys. Now, before we run out of time,
are we gonna get the that news that broke today? The Bowerman?
Oh no, I'm saving that one for you. I'm saving that one for you. I'm saving it. I'm saving that one for you.
I thought we had one left. I was like, no.
No. We gotta get to the world record. We gotta get to see his world record first. We must talk about Sid's world record and anything and everything. Or Sid's world record first of all. Let's talk about that. I don't want to talk about it. Moving right along. What again? That's what I said last week about. I don't know. Somebody else like. What is there? Oh, Shelly Ann's run is like at this point, like when these people show up and do this, what is there to talk about? Like, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. Then, like.
She's gonna run. Here's the scary part about it. Based on the news that was coming out of Eugene, they were still in heavy training, and she really was going 80%.
I told y'all she was going. When I was sitting here in the trap house, I was like. She looked like she ain't even ready yet.
I want y'all to think about this for a second. She started at 2 of those hurdles, and she still broke the world record. I'm telling you right now, she's either going to run 51-1 or she's going to put that record so far out of reach that nobody is going to touch it for a long time. It's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those records like FloJo's 100-meter record. Or the 400-meter women's record, it's gonna be untouchable. We are literally watching the female version of Usain Bolt.
I got her at 50.9.
I got her at 50.9 as well.
I mean, I'm not talking like 90. I'm like, if it's a 50.97, That's kind of where I'm at. I'm at like 50.97, 40.97. That's a number I have for her.
My question is,
50.9.
so like she's in the rare air for me. Like, so I kind of put tiers of athletes, and she's in that rare air of the only way that somebody beats you is if you have the worst day of your career. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's her, Ryan Krauser, Yulimar Rojas, Mondo Duplantis. Those are the only 4 athletes that the only way someone can possibly beat them is if they have the worst meet of their career and let you beat them almost, because they're just that dominant. They have gone entire seasons not being beaten. They all have world records. They're all some of the best people. And in all of their case, I have to sit and think, at what point do you do another event? Because you've done pretty much everything. She's done almost everything she can do in the 400-meter hurdles. When is she going to just do the 400?
After this year. That's what she said. After this year.
That's what she said.
Bobby Kersey has stated that once they feel like she has accomplished everything that she needs to accomplish, which means they want to put the record far out of reach, he is going to go after the 400-meter world record. Now, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this because everyone gets it to the husband. You do understand that Bobby Kersey was the one who coached the world record in the 1 and the 2 on the women's side. A lot of people don't know that. They give it to Al Jordan because of whatever. Yeah,
I knew that.
Bobby Kersey coached the world record holder in the 1 and the 2. Well, for the vast majority of the year. Yeah.
So
all Al Jordan did was maintain it.
Not only that, you can't think of like the realm of possibility when it comes to Bob Kersey, because who coached Allison Felix?
Bobby Kersey.
Okay, so let's move right along then. Like going to the next topic. Like, like why are we even?
Just to throw another jab at Colin. So 2 of the 3 400-meter hurdle team is from Division 2. So
yes,
you know,
I don't know where you're getting this. I've never mentioned it ever. You're getting this idea that I think something I don't think. Like, I'd say,
tell it, Colin. Tell it.
I literally had.
You ain't said that at all. Tell that
I
man.
literally had in my podcast episode with Trevor Bassett was you do not have to go D1 to be an elite athlete. I have said that since day 1. Yet for some reason, you're getting this idea that I think you got to be Power 5 when I never said that. You better stop before I get in trouble.
But you know, there's always stories behind athletes. A lot of people don't know how deathly ill Rob Benjamin was, and how much time he lost from training. He had COVID really, really, really bad, and he still goes out there and he runs 47:02 or 47:04, whatever he runs. Trevor Bassett, his primary coach took another job. His head coach died. His other sprint coach left the program, and pretty much he was guiding himself and his teammates. So he was like a player's coach for real. He ends up winning NCAAs, coming off a bad hamstring. He gets second indoors in the World Indoor Championships. He wins the indoor quarter. You know, he couldn't really do the events he really wanted to do, but they had a plan together, and the plan was for him to get on this world team, the 400 hurdles. He goes out there, and he's being advised by his previous coach, Ernie Clark. Shout out to Ernie Clark of San Jose State. And yes, I'm pubbing them because that's my brother, and my brother also is the head coach of that team. He advised them to get him to where he was, to where he ran 47.4. Khalifa Rozier, Cal State LA. Khalifa Rozier was Trevor Bassett before Trevor Bassett. This kid was about to run something crazy at the NCAA Division II Championship in Charlotte. This was my first year. I'm hosting the national championship meet as the first year head coach. I'm hosting the meet. I watched that kid attack the hurdles, and he goes down. Like, he literally was about to destroy the D2 record and run one of the fastest times ever ran by collegiate on any division. He goes down. He's wandering around Earth. He ends up with Boogie. Now look at him. You know what I'm saying? So it was just great to see, and it's so damn refreshing to watch what these kids are doing, man. And I'm super proud. I'm super proud of Trevor Bassett, man. Super proud of Trevor. All three of them, but Trevor, got to give it to him, man.
You know what? I had missed something in that men's 100. Marcel ran this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what he ran? 10-12.
10-12.
Yeah. Did y'all see it?
Looked like he was walking. Look,
he almost got caught.
Yeah.
Legitimately, he almost got caught.
He looked like he was doing the practice run.
Now, let me ask you this.
He's not
Does it look like he was doing a practice run because that's where his body's at, or because he was actually like, I'm not even really running?
No, he needs to run. Like, because you need to show up at least once. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I don't want, like, this is a practice run. Like, no. Like, in order for, like, you need to get your body right. Because you have 2 weeks, you got to run in a race fast at least once this year. Has he gone sub 10 this year?
Yeah, he went sub 10, but it was like high. He ain't went that first round against look it up. First round he went like 995. It wasn't nothing spectacular. Then he came back in the finals and went like 10-0. So he ain't ran nothing this year. Like he ain't ran nowhere close to where being his body being ready to hit what it would take to go beat these people. Now I did see another video today. Somebody tagged me in. His technique still looks good, but
it does.
It look flawless, but it don't look powerful and it don't look snappy. I think whatever was going on in his stomach really has taken a toll on him, because that's your power. Where your power comes from, your core. And because he runs so perfect, everything is coming from the one area that you're supposed to use sprinting, and that's the one area he done messed up, which is his core. So to me, when I saw it, it looked like you really did come off of something wrong with your stomach, because your technique still looks great, but you can't push it all. Like, even if you wanted to go fast, your body said right now, it's like your body's like, you can't do that no more.
Yeah, he ran a windy 999. It was with 2.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
999. So
yeah,
really, he's got it. You got to run. I don't know. I don't think he's not ready for these cats. He's running.
He's not ready.
No,
this was like in a September meet that he has time. But this meet is in 2 weeks. You gotta. It's gonna be tough.
He's not ready. He's not ready. I think we're all in agreement right now that, and I'm gonna say it right now. I think we're all in agreement that right now I think it's Fred's meet to lose.
Yeah,
it's Fred's meet. It's Fred's meet to
favorite.
lose.
He's got to be the favorite.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I wouldn't. Well, hold on now. Respectfully, because I'm doing my job like I do my job. I'm a sports analyst, not track and field.
We listening.
He's the favorite.
The favorite to win is definitely Fred.
Yeah, not your pick, but the favorite.
The favorite to win has to be Fred Curley. He's went 977, 976.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my only gripe. Or I say, I just do what I do. I love both of them. Trayvon race was not a good race. That's why he got third. That's why he got third. It was not put together well.
It wasn't.
So I don't know what Trayvon Bromell is still actually capable of doing, because we know he can go 9.7. He already showed it. So we know he can hit that same number with Fred to where they should be right next to each other. He didn't have a clean race at USA's at all. So I'm saying, Fred is the favorite, but I'm not just saying Fred gonna win it. And I'm pretty sure Fred ain't sitting at home thinking that either. Neither is Trayvon. Both of them, I know for a fact, both of them mentally looking outside, but looking in like, I'm not finna sleep on you. Like, not myself. So that's why I'm saying, like, both of them have well executed races.
Right.
I just want to watch at that point. At that point, I just want to watch because I'm not saying, because again, all of us can say, well, Trayvon has some flaws in that 100-meter race. You know, like Fred did too. Fred did not get the same start he got in the semis, and he had a pretty messed up race. So we don't really know what either one of them boys are capable of doing, to be honest.
Look. Let's just chalk it up until we get closer to the meet.
Yeah,
This is gonna be one fantastic build up, and it's dope, and especially with the fact that Marcel threw a nice little challenge at him, which is something that you have to respect. Now, I don't know if I'm segueing into what Ray wanted to talk about, but if not, that's cool. I loved it. I thought it was dope. I thought it was classy by one hell of a champion. And it's gonna be one hell of a race, man. It's gonna be one great race, man. I ain't gonna look too much into it. It's gonna be one great race. Somebody has to run damn near the perfect race. It doesn't even have to be world record run, but somebody gotta run their race. They have to execute their race plan to the T to win. Because don't give me.
Yeah, it definitely won't be none of them. Now, we did forget to talk about this before we get to this Bowerman mishap, but I don't understand what the hell happened. Jamaica, they women trials went a little lopsided. It went a little lopsided. It went a little my dog.
Is Elaine hurt?
No. I'm gonna have to go with no, because they are saying what they told me. But what I did hear was she was mad as hell before they ran because they had like 5 false starts and they held them up a bunch of times. So I did hear that she was pissed off and frustrated. Now we also got to do what we always do though. Just keep it 100. Is this outside of any pattern of Elaine Thompson? Just be honest with yourself. Just go back and think about it. Think about previous years. Think about last year. Is this out of the ordinary for Elaine Thompson to do just this? And then right when everybody be like, oh, is she hurt? Oh, what's going on? She took third. And then all of a sudden you get to the damn championship and then, hi-ya! Oh, she was fine. And so I'm not paying no attention to the fact that she got third behind Sha'carri. Listen, y'all, I'm not taking away from nothing Sha'carri's doing. Okay, I'm not.
Sharika stomped them. She
did.
Them.
She did just that, bro. Her knee ass looked phenomenal. It went all the way through the finish line. I'm not denying any of that whatsoever. Here's what I'm saying though. You're talking about a 2-time Olympic champion over there,
right? And a 0-time world champion.
You talking about somebody who ain't one. You just called it out. One that I'm missing to put on my resume. I'm not gonna give it up that easy. Tell you that right now. The Jamaican trials. Give up
what? She don't own
the world champ. Let me say it right. You're right. I'm not gonna give up on me closing the damn door on being one of the greatest ever. Just because I got third at the trials, don't y'all get to thinking that this is what's going to happen when I get to the World Championships. There is one check mark I have left off on my medal, and that's that one. I'm not worried about Elaine Thompson in the slightest bit whatsoever. Do I have Elaine Thompson getting gold medal?
Do you?
I love y'all. Y'all know I love boy. You know I love you. You probably won't text me, but I'm sorry. But I did it one time before. I don't have her getting the gold medal. I don't have her winning the 100. I got her getting second in the 100. I think Shelly Ann is on a planet that a lot of people don't live on. We've never even visited. We don't know what the area is out there that she breathes over there. We don't know what she eats on that planet, but she's somewhere that we can't go to right now. And I don't think anybody can go visit it but her. So right now, And based on what I saw from day trials and what she did in the first round, just kind of slipped and jogged, I don't foresee her losing the 100-meter dash at the World Champs, even to my dog, even to my first family.
You ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna give you two scenarios that I think is gonna happen. Shelly's gonna win. Sharika's gonna get second. Elaine's gonna get third. My second scenario, my second scenario, Melissa Jefferson gets third, and they keep Elaine Thompson away from the medals.
Okay, that's not gonna happen. Elaine Thompson Hurrah, not medaling.
Sir, let me ask you something.
Should give you a cap for that. That was wild.
Hold on. If we're talking about history with Elaine Thompson, when has she ever won and was a major, super major threat to win the world title when Shelly was on fire?
The Olympics last year.
That's the Olympics. I'm talking about World Championship year.
They're both World Championships. No, I don't care.
No.
Yeah,
No.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. No, sorry. The Olympic title gets you more money than the world title. So it's two different titles.
You do train a little harder. I gotta go with that. And if you go at stats, like somebody said, she lost 17, 19. I mean, I see it from both sides. She might be jinxed.
She has lost every world championship that she's been in thus far. When Frano tried to separate Shelly and her that one year when she had her in the 200 and Shelly was in the 100 and Elaine ran the race of her life at that time and she ended up losing, like her world championship fortunes. Now, I wanted to switch, but I'm telling you right, if I'm going off of history, I'm not putting my money on Elaine winning the 100 at the World. Hell, I'm not putting my money on her winning the 200 at Worlds. Is she going to be competitive? Absolutely. Do I think she's going to come on with medals in both events? Yes, but I'm saying the second scenario.
You just said she could get fourth.
Yeah, didn't I give you two scenarios? I give you two scenarios.
Which are you going to pick?
Okay,
you only get one.
As we get closer to the meet, we can make our final predictions. But I'm setting up the scene. I'm setting up the crime scene. Okay? Melissa Jefferson. If this Elaine Thompson I've seen run the last couple of weeks, not the one that ran at Pre, not the one that ran at Mount Sac, not the one that, no. I need to see the Elaine Thompson that we all know. And normally Jamaican trials is a great indicator to where she is. Now, had Elaine Thompson ran 1071, 1072, okay, and she would have lost, okay, I know she's ready. But she's not. So she looks off. Something looks off in the World Championship year. So I'm not putting my stock into her right now till she prove me otherwise. So she can't come on with a medal, but it's gonna be hard to beat Abby Steiner right now. It's gonna be hard to beat Sharika Jackson. Okay, we still got to show respect to Dina Asher-Smith, who's the defending world champion. Tamara Clark, who's just getting better and better every year that she's been running track. You know what I'm saying? That's that Coach Wiley, Coach Jet, Coach Tanya Brewster-Bailey. That's all them all into one. Like you've seen the rise of a new superstar. You know what I'm saying? And God knows, look, y'all can kind of Kimbunji all you want. One thing I know about Kimbunji, she shows up when it matters. Now she may not medal, but she do mess up somebody's holiday. Okay? She may mess up someone's holiday. So let's keep it all the way funky. Oh, and then Ray's girl, Faithful Philly.
Coach, I'm gonna say something. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It may be because you're not at home. And because you're not at home, you ain't got that flag behind you. Okay.
Nah, but to make it all downstairs.
Yeah. But maybe you need a reminder behind you of how many times we skip our world champs. But when it's the time that really matters, that lady has grabbed that flag and did this with it a whole bunch of times.
Wait, twice. She did it twice at the Olympic Games. Like I said, she's the greatest Olympic female sprinter.
Let me get to my point.
One of the two.
I'm gonna get to my point because you're being very disrespectful to your homeland. Okay. The fact that they all fast the fact that you just took the baby sis and said the baby sis gonna have more championship juice on championship day than the queen is gonna have. I don't see it, Jack. Don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Now here's what I will give you, though. I would give you that Jefferson on the podium. And I would give you a Jamaican not making it. But it won't be either one of them two Jamaicans not making it. I'm sorry. Fight me for it. Fight me for it. If any Jamaican don't make the podium in the 100, it's gonna be Jackson. Okay, it's not gonna be like it ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be Shelley. If it's a Jamaican that ain't gonna make the podium, is that one? It's the one that got third last year. I'm sorry, Jack. I don't know how you can even do that. How you even sit here and go up against Elaine Thompson in that manner? I understand what she done did in some of the, you know what I'm saying, the yada 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 championships, but bro, we talking about 10-5. 10-5, Jack. 10-5? You gonna keep a 10-5 off the podium? 10-5 off the podium. I'm confused. I'm sorry, I'm really confused. You just put somebody who ain't never even seen 10-5 on the podium above somebody with 10-5.
Mm-hmm.
You just put somebody who ain't never even been number one. You put it on for yourself because you just put somebody who ain't never been in, don't even know what it feel like to be on the top podium while the Jamaican anthem is going on. When she had to hear the Jamaican anthem, I love Sha'carri. I'm not going in on her, but when she have to hear it, it's because somebody else got it playing. She is in the club listening to what somebody else requested to be played. And so what you trying to tell me is the person from last year who was responsible for the Jamaican anthem being played in the 100-meter dash. Because last time I checked, if you get second, they don't play your national anthem. If you get third, they don't play your national anthem. They played a Jamaican national anthem last year for Elaine Thompson Hurrah. You are not going to sit here and tell me that you're going to put her off of a podium.
Oh, Raymond, listen.
Oh, like he's probably Raymond. He really feel good about his quote. He really think this is right.
The only reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because she's been looking kind of shaky. And yes, she did run 10:54 last year. She did. However, remember, the man that's leading her is not the man that led her to 10:5. That matters, man. That matters. And this is no disrespect to her husband, who I believe is the one coaching her. Excuse me, that's the one that I believe that's coaching her. But that's not Frano. And that's not a good thing. You don't make that type of switch when you at the absolute peak of your dominance. I've never seen anyone dominate the 100, well, in my lifetime, the way she did, and that's excluding Flojo, because Flojo ran very sparingly the year she set the world record. Go look at her stats. She ran very sparingly. So my thing is, Elaine is gonna probably, like I said, my first thing, of course, I'm gonna say, yo, Jamaica's gonna sweep. But if anyone's gonna get caught slipping based on what I've seen, and I'm using your logic, Ray, based on what I've seen the last couple of meets, she's the most vulnerable one.
But based on what you've seen throughout her career, she does it when she's getting ready to run fast. It's what she do. It's what she always does. Literally.
Elaine always wants to put on a show. Elaine is not trying to run back and forth. She's not trying to run fast and run here, then run fast and hit. She's trying to stay in one area, so when that big drop comes, it comes.
So basically, what you holding against her is the fact that she ain't lost in the 100 this year, except for right now. Correct?
Yeah. She got took to the woodshed.
So what you're saying is, so you're mad at her because she's basically did what she needed to do just to win. Like, I don't have to push my body. I'm gonna go fast for just to be going fast. What do I got to prove? I'm Elaine Thompson. I'm just my only job is to win, Jack. Don't matter what I run. My job is to win. I feel like from what I was told in that 100, she wasn't quite happy She was almost on the verge of not even wanting to run because of how they was doing stuff. So she, mentally checked out or whatever. Now, do I think that shit gonna happen again? No. Nah. You got to be here a couple more times before I believe that one, Coach. You got to be here a couple more
where
times.
she ran 10.5 too.
Come on, Jack. That's her track. That's her track.
Own that track. Her name in the record books on that track.
Like when she show up, it's like literally, this is my track. Why? Open up the pamphlets. Like, and that was just last year.
She even
and
beat
then she came
this year already in the 100.
Thank you.
On that
same track. When the Prefontaine, it was like, I'm gonna give y'all a glimpse. Here you go.
I will give her. What you gonna give her? What you
gonna give her is all those hats on your head is for you today. That's what you're gonna give her. That's what you're gonna give her today.
I will give her third for the time being. It may be subject to change. Is she running again? You close to the horizon, or is she running before she go to work?
It's time. It's time, baby. It's time.
I bet
it's time.
Probably gonna run.
It's time. They already said it, Ray. It's time. I said, "Ooh, shit."
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm telling you. Being very disrespectful to the first family out there in Jamaica. I'm just saying. They watch the show. You don't put a lot of hats on for them folks, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Hey, listen. I'm pulling for a Jamaican sweep. I'm pulling for a Jamaican sweep. The only time my family watch track and field when they know the Jamaicans are running. That's it. That's it.
You know what?
Let's make it happen.
I'm gonna screenshot this one though. I already did a timestamp at 2. You was at 2:07 when you said the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard you say. So I'm gonna come right on back because you about as ridiculous as how Colin about to explain to us how ridiculous this damn Bowerman has happened today.
Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear. I want to hear what you got a problem with.
All right, so.
A lot of people got a problem, first of all, so go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Go on Twitter and type Bowerman and see what happens.
Man, folks is ranting hard.
I'm not the only one. So, the Bowerman, for those that don't know, that might just focus on professional track and field, is the Heisman of track and field. It is the best award you can win as a college athlete. It goes to whoever has the best collective season for the men and for the women. And so over the course of the entire year, they have 10 athletes that are on the watch list that they give out maybe 3 or 4 times throughout the year, before the season, towards the middle of the season, throughout the year. They have 10. And then right after the championships, they announce the finalists. So it's the top 3 for the men and for the women. And so they announced the women today, and the athletes that they had were Anna Hall of the University of Florida, Cameron Rogers of Cal, and then Abby Steiner of Kentucky. Abby Steiner,
I called those 3, by the way, but go ahead.
Abby Steiner, she deserves it. Well, all 3 of them deserve it because they're on it. Like Abby, of course. Right now, she's gonna win. I would put $1 million on Abby with this field winning right now. Like with what she's done insane things. Yeah, people are upset, myself included, that Jasmine Moore of Florida didn't get put on because I would say I think there should have been 4 finalists. So I would say
no.
Let me get to it in a second. I'm saying. I think in this race is so close, there should have been 4. If you're going to tell me there can't be 4 and you have to take someone out, I'm taking out Cameron Rogers.
Oh,
but
my God.
We have to have 3. That's what I'm doing. And this is why. Because, well, let me tell you why. So
then why?
They both have national records, right? Yes.
Go on.
National records.
Go on.
Great.
Yeah.
Cameron Rogers won an outdoor championship in her event, correct?
Go on.
Jasmine Moore won 2. And then Jasmine Moore also has another 2 national records national championships indoors. So she has 4 national championships. Right. Cameron has 1. They both have a national record. And Jasmine Moore was also undefeated in her event, just like how Cameron Rogers was undefeated in her event. And so all three of them are deserving to be in there. But Jasmine Moore had the best jumper season of anyone. You know who else went undefeated in their events, won the national championships in 2 events, and actually won the Bowerman? Javon Harrison and Marquise Dendy. Both of them, they won the Bowerman and did the exact same thing, actually less than what Jasmine Moore did, because neither of them got national records. But she can't even make the final 3? That's what my problem is. The best jumper of all time didn't even make the final 3.
Well, let's be clear on something. No matter who they put in there, someone was gonna have a problem with it. Somebody was gonna have an issue with who the final 3 was.
I said that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So both of them, if we're looking at Cameron Rogers not only, because this counts because during the collegiate season, set the NCAA record multiple times in the same competition. She got 6 throws. She breaks the collegiate record 2 or 3 times, and she also set her country's record as well in the process. She's also ranked. If I had to assume, I believe Cameron Rogers is ranked in the world, like in the top 5 or something like that. So I think if there was a tiebreaker, they probably went to that and used that to Cam's advantage. I'm assuming that's what it was. There's no wrong pick. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no wrong pick. I would have been good with either 4 of them. I'm not upset about it. You know what I'm saying? So people that's getting up in arms about that, I'm like, yo, listen. Both of them had still a career. It's not like they picked somebody like, I don't know.
If they picked Julian Alfred, then I would be like, that she had a great season, but she didn't have a season like the other women did. Right.
So, so it to me, all 4 of those picks were good. I have no problem with Abby. I got no problem with Anna Hall, because Anna Hall almost pulled off one of the most historic doubles ever. And Cameron Rogers, I'm pretty sure that Cameron got the nod because she set her national record, and she's ranked in the top 5 probably in the world.
So Cameron Rogers is ranked 4th in the world in the hammer throw. Jasmine Moore is ranked 8th in long jump and 12th in triple jump. So she's damn near top 10 in both.
Right. So they use that as the tiebreaker. I can assume they use that as the tiebreaker.
Yeah, my problem is, it's so you're gonna obviously, like you said, people are going to be mad regardless, and I'm mad because I'm like, if you're gonna take somebody off, Jasmine Moore wasn't the one to take off. Like she 8 for 8. Like that's
technically 10 for 10, but go ahead.
Yeah, 10 for 10, whatever. Yeah, they don't include the U.S. championships, which I do, but they don't.
I do as well.
And just and my other point of that is, if this is a award that is for college, why are we not announcing this right after the college events? Like, why do you announce it in December when the next track season is already happening?
Because the convention's in December. So
yeah, why not have it at the end of the year? Why have it in the middle of the next season? The beginning of the year?
Who gonna be there?
What do you mean who's going to be there? Same people at the NBA championship, they do their awards right after the thing. They don't do it December of the next year.
Who's going to be there?
No one gets invited. No one was at the Bowerman event this past year. It's only people.
Yes, we was. Yeah, no. Yes, we were. We were all in. We was dumb deep in there too. We were deep in there. I think that's where everybody caught COVID. We all in the ballroom. We was all up in there. I think that was the super spreader. We was all up in there.
Well, either way, if you're gonna, my eyes is if you're announcing an award for the end of one season, you should announce it at the end of that season, not in the beginning of the next one. But either way, if you look on Twitter and see everybody pissed about Jasmine Moore coming on,
because I was on there.
Yeah,
but everyone could be upset about it. but it's not like they put somebody on there who wasn't deserving. You know what I'm saying? All those ladies was deserving. And when it came down to the 4, like I said, they probably went to the world rankings and said, hey, who's ranked where? She's ranked number 4. She's ranked 8th and 12th. And even though 8th and 12th is still phenomenal to be great at your discipline, she was ranked 4. That's what they probably did. And they probably took, more than likely, they probably took her best event, which was the triple jump. They said, forget the long jump. We're going to look at her best event, which is the triple, because that's what she's the most dominant at. They looked at that. They looked at Cameron Rogers. She's 12th. She's 4th. We're going with Cam. That's the only thing I can think of.
And the biggest problem. So is his audio just not working or something?
Yeah, his audio. Yeah, his audio's messed up. Yeah.
The biggest problem that I actually have with this, while I do have a problem with the pick, is what they did with their comments and what they did with their thing. So on every single post that they have, I've scrolled all the way down. I wanted to confirm that I was right. Every single post, every single tweet, you can comment, reply, do all of that on Instagram and Twitter. But
And they turned the comments off.
They turned the comments off because they knew what they were doing was bad. They knew they were doing something.
No. What they doing was avoiding the conversation that we're having now.
Yeah, and we're still having it because you decided to turn the comments off. See, that's the thing. You don't run away from that type of stuff unless you know you're starting some mess. Like,
well, that's not starting no mess, man. Like, dude, we're literally sitting here saying that, hey, a woman who set all kinds of collegiate records in her event versus another woman who set a whole bunch of collegiate records in the event, they went to some tiebreaker and they found the tiebreaker. So we should all be happy. We should all be happy that all these women are getting recognized regardless of who made the finals or not. Cam is not going to win the award. You know what I'm saying? They just up there filling out space. And I say that respectfully. Anna Hall's not going to win the award, even though she would be my pick because she's crazy, okay? And I love crazy. Abby, it's like a Ting Mo. Everybody knew what Ting Mo was going to win. We was all sitting in the stands in the audience, man, like, yo, why do you even talk to the rest of these girls? Because it's a Ting's award. It's her award. So we was just all waiting for them to wrap it up because just give it to the Ting and let's get out of here. So, you know, dude.
No, but I'm saying you're making it so you taking out the comments because you know you're starting controversy. Are they going to turn the comments off for the men?
But it's not controversy though.
It is. We're talking about it.
No. We're talking about because you're mad because they didn't pick the girl who went 8 for 8 over the girl who also won multiple titles and she was ranked higher than her in her respective event. That's the issue. You're mad about it, and there's nothing to be mad about. All 4 girls were deserving. Somebody was going to lose out. You wouldn't be complaining if Jasmine Moore was on there, but somebody was going to be complaining if Cameron Rogers wasn't on there. So it's what it is. So just be happy for all 4 women. You know what I'm saying? Jasmine Moore she's a sophomore.
She's class of 2023.
So she's right.
She's an athletic sophomore, but academic.
Right. So guess what's gonna happen? Unless another Abby Steiner comes out, guess what she's gonna probably end up doing next year? She's gonna probably end up winning the Bowerman.
Unless Anna Hall does some.
Right. Or Anna Hall, right. It's gonna be all Florida women on that. Right. So let's just be happy that all 3 of those women got selected. We're good, man. We're good. And believe you me, I think I know why they turned the comments off. Because when they announced the semifinals, I know if you went to their IG, I made a comment.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably turned the comments off because of me, because I called it how I feel.
Don't bring the heat over here, man. Don't bring the heat over here.
It's all good. I'm more curious about the men's Bowerman, which should be a little bit more of a mystery. You know,
who do you have as a finalist?
Damn, my damn smoke alarm went out. Keep going. Listen.
You gotta change the batteries, man.
Big Joe. Call front office, man. I paid $2,000 there. Y'all better come fix that. Keep going.
You ready? You ready?
Yeah, let's hear it. You're finalist.
I got Trey Cunningham.
Okay.
I got Big Joe.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a field eventer. You think it's gonna be a field eventer?
I say Aiden Owens.
There you go. Aiden Owens. There you go. Aiden Owens. Yes, those are my three. There
And
you
then
go.
the flex person, I say, could be Randolph Ross. I say if they're gonna change anyone else, Randolph Ross would be that person. But that's my top three.
Garland is my flex.
Garland
Yeah.
over Randolph Ross, even though he
That's
got
my
both
flex.
championships.
Yeah, that's my flex.
Okay, I got him at 5th, but I mean, I think he could.
I mean, Garland did make the U.S. team during the NCAA season.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, it could go either way. I wouldn't be mad if I'm happy either way. I'm happy either way.
You
but
see, Cunningham.
I think Trey Cunningham. Yeah, he's Adidas. Mm-hmm.
And I heard Abby Steiner might be doing Puma too.
Yeah, because Abby Steiner's not stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that meal ticket.
She's not stupid. You go to a company that's not going to give you a reduction clause. Man, listen, we start talking about that, but we would be here all night, baby.
Yep.
We'll be here all night.
Yep.
So
I knew she was going to Puma. Like, I knew she was going to Puma before Puma knew she was going to Puma. Because she worth $1 million. Who else going to give you $1 million?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody but Puma.
So, Ray, anything else we need to address?
I'm finna tell these folks I'm fix this damn fire alarm in my house. Y'all can talk my battery dead on my phone and my damn battery dead on my fire alarm. Man, damn! Gina? No. No, I think we covered everything. You know, we ain't have too much to go over except for me being right. You know, we talked about that. We talked about me being right. We talked about Abby getting gold medal at the World Championships. We talked about that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that's really important. Like,
people have topics or whatever.
Yeah, we got comments. But before we get to the comments, can we look? Listen, this is RaesTake, right? This is Ray's creation, and Ray has been nice enough to let us in his baby, and we've been getting a lot of attention. And I want to address this to all of you out there who are thinking that we hate a particular somebody. We don't. But you can't go into the media talking about you don't want to talk to the media and this and the third. Like, you're trying to be a martyr. You're trying to be too many things at once. Master your craft. Do what you was paid to do, because nothing is gonna be worse if you let the whole world down. And yes, you care about what we say. You care about what we think. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't respond. Okay? And I'm being very careful with what I say, because I'm tired of getting angry inboxes talking about how much we hate on the black woman, this and third. No, we're not hating on nobody. But the young girl was the greatest prospect coming out of the NCAA ranks since I honestly can't recall who. She had more prospect than Brianna Rollins, Cheryl Taplin, Zonja Fagan. I'm talking about some of the greats. She had more given to her than any of them other athletes did. And so if we're addressing her underperforming, which she has done, we're not criticizing her. This is a show where we talk about performances. But let's be honest, she went out there and she didn't run well. Are we allowed to say that? Or we're only allowed to heap praise? Do you only like the media when the media is heaping praise on you? But you got a problem with the media when they're asking you, baby girl, what's wrong? What happened? Are you okay? And then you're sitting here trying to act like you're the voice of the voiceless. We can't allow that to happen. We can still stand by her, but at the same token, we have to be able to call out BS when we see it. And right now, this is the third team that she did not make. Nike saved her from that Olympic because of the the backlash they would have gotten if she would have got reduced. Nike saved her, but she didn't make 2019. And me and Ansel was talking about this on his live. She didn't make 2019, and they said with the collegiate season, well, Tiana Daniels ran the same collegiate season. She won U.S. championships. So we're not going to use that as an excuse. She didn't make the team this year. And she's the best sprinter in the United States. Sha'carri Richardson is a top 5 sprinter in the world. In any discipline she decides to put her energy into. Top 5. Period. But I'm sorry, but she's not living up to the investment to which her sponsors put in. And she's letting too many things distract her. And I hope she gets her footing back underneath her. And I hope she goes out there and I hope she puts it down. She needs to take her butt overseas too and go make this money. You know what I'm saying?
She said she is. She said she's competing after this. Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. Go make your paper.
This is one thing I want to say, because it is a sports talk show. So our job is to critique and talk about, just like I say, that's why it's called RaesTake, because I literally watched First Take from the beginning to now, my favorite shows. So I like to keep it sports, but I talk about it on here. The one thing that I'm going to say, because people are at me, you know, on after she didn't make the final, like, I bet you so happy, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, whoa, why? Like, what? No, we don't take this stuff personal. Like, we're expressing what we see from week to week with athletes. Me being happy that she didn't make it, bro, guess what? Whether she make it or not, Ray ain't get $1 off of it. So I don't give a damn if she make it or not. To be honest with you, that was my thing. But what I do want to point out is the fact that as an athlete, if you just happen to look at her, like her Wikipedia page and stuff like that, I'm sorry, but I have to be the one to say it, that she's not even close to being, I'm gonna say it ain't gonna sound like I'm hating, but it's factual. If you look at the stats, she can't even be in a conversation with a lot of female sprinters in America, period. Like, you can't. Why? So what we always say, it's about teams, it's about medals. The only medal you have is a 4x1 medal from a Pan American Junior Championship in your whole career. That's it. The only team you made was stripped away from you then. So if we're just talking about sports, none of the extra tweeters and none, if Sha'carri Richardson had never tweeted a day in her life, she would not be talked about whatsoever based on her resume. You can put it next to somebody like a Oliver. She got a better track and field resume. You can put it next to them to everybody who actually beat her. They got better resumes, whether it's indoor, outdoor, whatever. Her claim to fame was really college. And if you think about it, and you look at it, 2019, she did not make it out of the first round.
No, she made the finals.
No,
she got last.
2019, she made the finals?
Yeah, she got.
Sure?
She was in late. Yeah, she made the finals. She got last.
She did. She got last in finals.
Yeah.
20 was COVID. 21 was the marijuana year. This year was the I don't know year. When you got 3-4 years strung together like this, as speaking sports, I can't even put you in a conversation with a lot of the people who ain't ran as fast as you because they've done stuff. Even if you go throughout history, Marsha Van Hooker is a better athlete than you. Call it what it is. You know, you can go back to like, what's the name? I can keep going all the way down to somebody like Boone in the 200, better athlete than you. Why? Consistency, teams, whether they made it and they got 6th place and made the team or what, they made it. Just like I said on my show, I think she has the talent to be one of the greatest ever. But the praise that she gets in track and field, I don't feel like it's been earned. I feel like it's been given.
Yeah.
She didn't earn any of the heights because you don't have the accolades to back up those heights. That's
so I had let me get on the defense, the other side of this thing. So saying like she hasn't done anything, I think that's a little disrespectful because she has. She's ran.
What-
What she done major?
Whoa.
Can I,
pro.
can I-
Wait,
can I let
wait.
y'all
Not
talk?
college pro.
I let y'all talk the whole time. I didn't say diddly squat. Can
We
you
knew
let
you
me
finna
say
come with
something?
the carrot
Can you
defense.
let
Come
me
on
say
with it.
something? Because I didn't say diddly squat when y'all talked, and now it's my turn.
Come on with it then.
Can I say something? Okay, thank you. So you're saying she hasn't done anything. She's ran the
hasn't.
6th fastest time ever. Am I correct?
Oh my God.
Like she has. So she's shown that she has potential to be really great. Because you don't run the 6th fastest time if you're not great. You're never going to see, I don't know, you're never going to see, Joe Schmo athlete, run the 6th fastest time and it's like, oh, that got lucky. It's not like the NBA where anyone can run, where anyone can drop 40 because you just get hot that one day. It's not like that. You know that. If you can't just do that. So she's shown that she has potential to be great. Where she has struggled is in the limelight. And I can feel that for sure, because while I've never competed on these US championships and never competed for anything like that, what I have done is I have no-heighted and messed up on my biggest stage, what was my US championships, which was a conference championship. I was never going to be in these US teams, but I had chances to win on my level, and I folded. So I know what it's like to fold on these big moments. And so that's what I've seen with her so far. She's gone through these 3 things, and on these big moments hasn't been able to execute. She shows she can do well during the regular season. This is like a team that, breaks. This is like what the 78, if like the Warriors, when they went 78-9, when they went 78-9, they lost in the first round of the playoff. That's what it would be like. It's like, man, your regular season was great. You did amazing. You had a phenomenal regular season, and then you didn't do it when it mattered most. That's what we're seeing. So she has potential. If she was running 11 threes the entire time throughout the regular season, then yeah, I would be on it with you. But no, she's shown she can run really fast. And so it's like, it's something up here that needs to be tweaked, because that's what happens when you show you can run fast and you've done it multiple times, but you can't do it on the biggest level. It's in here. It's not on her legs. You all know that she has time. She has potential to run faster. It's all in her mind, and I'm hoping that eventually gets fixed out for her, because she has potential to be great, but she hasn't shown it yet on the biggest stage. And that's what
We
I got.
agree on that 100%. But what if we always gave a soft power a knock for? And the soft power is ran sub 10 how many times? But what do we
90.
always give him a knock for?
Mm-hmm.
He'll never win when it matters, which is the championships. Supposedly, your contracts and things of that nature are based off of making a team, getting a medal, not your talent. Talent is what gets you dropped, okay? Yeah, she is the most talented, but in her professional career, if we on ESPN right now, and they putting up the stats next to each other, if we're only talking about the athletes' stats, she can't hold water to a lot of athletes. I had said something like Janelle Oliver, whatever. Oliver got an Olympic silver medal.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
got something you ain't got. I got something you ain't got. Even if it's a 4x1, if we put up our resumes together, like how Shaq be doing Charles, Chuck, you ain't got no rings because he ain't got no rings. But Shaq got the ring, so he can talk like that, even though Charles Barkley one of the greatest to ever do it. But it's like, boy, you ain't got no rings though. That's the whole thing I'm saying. It's like, no, she's one of the greatest to ever run, if you want to call it that, but you're not a great athlete. You're not a great track athlete, because we base your greatness off of the reason why Usain Bolt's the greatest of all time is because the medals and the records, not just the records. The reason why Elaine Thompson and Shelly Ann is one of the greatest of all time is because of the medals, not just what they ran. You're doing this next to each other is too blank for us to sit here and say you one of the greatest track athletes to ever do it. It's literally too blank. You have one piece of hardware.
Listen, and I'm gonna say,
and that's just on the sports side. Ain't no disrespect to her or her speed or her talent, but it's everything you saying, Colin. But if we just talking about athlete versus athlete, she shouldn't get as much praise athletically as she does.
We are talking strictly sports, nothing else. I'm tired of people using what she did in college as the standard to say that she's one of the greats. Let's be clear.
And
She
Xavier Carter did a
had
whole lot of college.
hold on. She had the single season greatest year a freshman has ever had, bar none, without question. But she's no longer in college. So
She's a
let's
professional
get
athlete now.
so let's get rid of that. She is the greatest pro prospect that I've seen in my lifetime. And I've seen a lot of track. She's the greatest pro prospect. And she's put up times but haven't made teams. And that's the problem. She hasn't made teams. I'm not talking about her personal life. I think we need to keep that completely separate, keep that out there. So all y'all people that's, oh my God, how dare you talk about her? We're talking about her athletic career, not her personal life. Athletically,
strictly track.
Athletically, she is the best sprinter in the United States. I don't care if you want to challenge me on it. I don't care if anybody want to go back and forth with me. I will tell you that she's the greatest prospect and the best sprinter that this country has seen in a very, very, very long time. But she's won nothing. She's made no teams. And so the hype that she gets behind her, for some people, it's unwarranted. The hype that she got out of college, warranted. Because she broke a record that many thought no one would ever see broken. Warranted. The issue now is that now that she's here, she went 1065 win aided. She ran 1072. She was doing all that great stuff. Her last 40 was one of the greatest 40s I ever seen, from 60 to 100. She put on a clinic, but she's won nothing. Nothing. So once again, we're gonna have to wait till next year, because I think that she's gonna win the U.S. championships and she's gonna make the world team, and I think she's gonna compete for a medal. That's how much hope I still have for her. But as of right now, in present day, why we giving her all this praise when there's other girls? Listen, Mary Beth has had a better career than Sha'carri, pro-wise. Pro versus post-collegiate. Mary Beth has a medal from an international world senior championship, world indoors. And Mary Beth is not the highest paid athlete to ever run for Nike coming out of college.
She ain't even paid. Period.
She ain't even paid. You know what I'm saying? So we need to spend time on some other girls, but we also need to make sure that we let it be known that we want to see Sha'carri win. We're hard on Sha'carri because we want to see her win. And she's not doing it. That's the problem. I want to see her win. I want to see her shine because she's that damn good. And she's letting us down. If our expectations too much for you, then I'm sorry. Because we got hopes for you. We got hopes for you. We got love for you. We the ones that care about you because we gonna call you out on your crap. We the ones that got love for you because we want to see you shine. We don't want to see you underachieve. I don't want to hear the story, oh man, I had it all and then I just blew it. We don't want to see that. I got enough homeboys who did that, who should have been in the NBA and did all this other stuff, but they was too busy doing other stuff. You know, they chose the streets. I don't want to see that. I want to see this girl win. I want to see this girl shine. I want to see this girl win medals. I want to see this girl act a fool when she win a damn medal. Because I have no problem with her coming across the line, beating her chest. Got no problem with it.
Well,
but you got to earn that.
Well,
but you got to earn that. You have to earn that now. You got to earn it now, man. The time for talking and all that bumping the gums on Twitter and throwing shade and blocking this and doing that, whatever case, it's over. Baby girl, time for you to go out there and run that 1065 like you showed her. Because once your body did it, whether it was Wednesday or not, the body could do it again. Let's go, baby.
It can definitely go back. It can definitely go back.
Let's go.
Like, so Colin, I agree with everything you saying. And I agree with everything Coach saying. We all saying the same thing. Like, the little ninja should be the best there is to be the best. Like, yeah. So, damn it, get it together. Like, right now, it ain't fanning out right. You ain't walking into that what you're supposed to be doing. So we're gonna leave that alone because we got to focus on everything else. But you know, she did her thing. She did the best she could when she went out there dealing with whatever she was dealing with. You know, and as far as her thing for the media, I mean, you know, put it this way. I always like to do comparisons. There's a whole gif of LeBron James putting on his glasses and straight leaving the conference table, and everybody like, where he's going, what are you doing? Walks away. There's videos of Cam Newton saying, I'm not gonna do nothing with y'all media. So like, I think it's because it's track and field, and as athletes, we always so square, like do the right thing, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't mad at her for doing that because it's like, you can't have it both ways. When Arian Knighton did it last year at Tokyo, we thought it was the dopest thing ever. Like, ooh, y'all saw that? He went right past the interview and didn't get no interview. But then when she did it because she didn't run good, it's like, oh, you didn't stop and give no interview. Well, no, like, no, both sides. Like, to me, it's actually the athlete's discretion. And what I mean by that is, sometimes this shit do hurt. Bro, give me a minute. It might be tomorrow. It might be the day after that. Right now, I don't want to talk. So when she did that, I mean, personally, I had zero problem with her running past the media and not wanting to do interviews whatsoever. I had no problem with that at all. Didn't strike me for nothing. When she came back to do interviews, I respected that because I was like, yeah, sometimes people just need to go get themselves together, then come back and give you an interview. But at this moment in time, I don't want to give you no damn interview because I gotta go figure out what the hell just happened myself. You about to ask me what just happened. I don't even know what just happened. So bye-bye. I'm gonna run right past y'all and get to my coach hotel or whatever. We'll figure shit out. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. So I don't know for doing that whatsoever. Because at the end of the day, she's still an athlete. No matter what, she can try and play hard and be gangster and all this, but you still an athlete. That shit's still gonna burn the same way. That's why you there. You can't sugarcoat none of these tweets and be like, well, I ain't really want to. No, because if you didn't really want to, you wouldn't be there. You love this shit just as much as every other track athlete do. And that is what she's kind of hiding behind. And it's okay. Like, it's all right. I ain't have a problem with it. They were like, man, she didn't do an interview. I want to do no interview with y'all niggas. This all I just did. I'm going to the hotel. Boy, bye. I'm gone. So
yeah, in my mind, so like these athletes aren't getting paid enough to have to care about doing these media things. They're not getting paid at all.
I wasn't going to say that part, but say it again.
Now, I would have a problem with the media. The only way I would have a problem with her leaving the media would be if you got paid to do this meet and it was in your contract that you have to speak to the media if they have a question. If that's in your contract, then I have a problem with it because you signed off on it. You decided that you're going to do it. But if it's just like, hey, you want to do this USA championship, and if you make the team, fantastic, and we're going to have this media thing here that you have to walk through, but it's not required, but it's requested, then it's like, no, you can't be mad at me if I don't want to do it for whatever reason because it's not in my contract. But if it was, then there's a problem because you signed off on doing it. But we don't have that, so I'm not going to be mad at her. No media has the right to force her to give up any interview. Like I'm saying, we not there. So,
but here's the problem. She contradicted herself. She put out a tweet probably about a month or so ago. If you only talk when you're winning, you're a fraud. And that's the problem. That's the problem. She's a
well, she came back and talked. She just didn't talk when everybody wanted her to talk.
Okay,
she talked to the people that she liked. Right. She talked to Caitlin and she talked to T.
It's the perception. It's the perception, and that's the problem. And that's the concern, man. But look, she could do what she want. I don't care if she talked to the media. Hell, Fred didn't talk to the media until after the meet was over, and that's fine. So we got to treat her the same way we treat the guys. So she's not. I don't want her getting special treatment, or the guys get special treatment. We just throwing all this level of vitriol towards her. No, she should be allowed to get the same treatment that the guys get. Fred walked right past the media until the finals came about. She did the same thing. I got no problem with that. The only thing is, I'm gonna say it like I said to Anson yesterday. Everything's about timing. She got bad timing with a lot of stuff that she does. bad timing, and that's about it. So she gonna listen. Anybody who thinks she's not gonna make one of these damn teams in the next 3 years is fooling themselves. She gonna be in Budapest. She gonna be in Paris. I don't know what the other world championships is at, but she gonna make the next 3 teams. She's gonna make the next 3 teams, and I believe it, and I know it. So I'm not writing her off yet. Now she missed 2 of those 3 teams. Then we just gotta call it what it is. But until then, I'm still holding on to hope that she's gonna show out and shine.
All right,
Yeah,
we at 250.
I gotta get going. I still gotta edit my podcast. So
Yeah. So we had that right up on that 3-hour marker, and that's why I don't have a microphone no more, because I run everything through my phone, and my phone was dead, was about to die. So anyway, another great week. Y'all know what though? It's gonna be kind of quiet for us for the next 2 weeks though. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
I definitely want to talk about the relays. You can talk.
Well, I mean, like as far as like the weekend stuff, we ain't got anything to talk about, but we got to do the weekend wrap up so we can talk about what's going on going forward to a world championship, because everybody's team will be out.
Coach.
Right. We do need to talk about them relays.
Oh, we're gonna talk about them.
I can't right now. I have to.
Not right now.
We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about next week.
No,
we
not
got a
right
whole
now.
lot of stuff to talk about next week. But again, this show was definitely, if you came on late, this show was definitely dedicated to Devin Allen's father, who we lost this past weekend. And rest in peace to Big Lou one more time. We, as always, appreciate all of y'all in these comments. Y'all people are ridiculous. That's all I can say. Like, I try and go back and forth from screen to comment, screen to comments, and boy, I be trying to hold my own on the show. Like, boy, these folks, wow, you know, many comments. Y'all start to love each other. Dang, it's just so ruthless over there. Colin, as always, we appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you. It didn't get too bad today, you know, because I guess, I got a cap or two, but it's just because Coach was he was feeling himself. I don't know what's going on.
Colin, but, you know, avoided the cap.
Maribel, not Maribel, I'm going with the other white girl now. I don't know what it is. I'm on this white girl thing this year with the track and field. I'm pulling for the other side. One of them gonna do something.
Wait, actual question.
I'm trying to recruit.
Has a white sprinter ever won the world, either a world championship or Olympic medal in the sprint event, male or woman?
You talking about a white American?
Sure, yeah.
Because what's the name?
Jeremy, the 400.
I'm talking about like 100, 200. None of the 100 because
no, none.
No, yes, no. In the 100, you gotta go back. What was the girl name?
Daphne Shippers?
No, one talking about like 1980.
Oh, you talking about worldwide? You talking about worldwide?
Yeah, he's about worldwide.
Oh yeah, the dude from Greece. He won the Olympics and he won the world championships in 2001.
Yeah. Hey, if I'm not mistaken, the 60-meter world record holder is held by a white lady.
See?
The females.
Yeah, Pravalova has a world record.
Yeah. So I mean, shit, like Colin, it's very possible.
You already know who owns the world record in the 400.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm finna go. I can't call maintenance because it's past 5 o'clock. I'm just finna have to go get my own damn battery and change that, because that thing is not cool at all. When I was a kid and I lived, with my mom and stuff, it happened. I ain't paying no mind then. I was just like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. It's beeping. Now I'm 41 years old. And that's just driving me crazy.
Right.
Man. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I look forward to seeing y'all next week so we can talk about some more craziness. Until then, Abby Steiner, world record may even happen. Get a cap for that.
See y'all.
Peace.